What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to another huge match day here on Anfield Agenda. The Reds travel down to Nottingham to take on Forest at the City Ground, a game that will have big ramifications for our quest to be crowned Premier League champions at the end of this season. I'm going to go through, give you my thoughts on the game. Of course, want to know yours as well. The team news is out, as we can see there on the screen. It is confirmed, so we'll go through that in a moment as well. No big surprises in the starting 11. Dominic Szoboszlai back in to replace Curtis Jones. A reminder, Darwin Núñez isn't in the matchday squad because he's suspended today. So we'll go through it and give you guys, well, my thoughts on it momentarily. Right, first super chat of the day, and I've seen Mark gifted a membership as well, my man, so thank you, Mark, for that one. And of course, we are being brought to you today with thanks to our incredible sponsors, Manscaped. A reminder, you can get yourself 20% off and free shipping store-wide at manscaped.com with our Anfield20 code. Right, Charlie said, after the Zubi news, I'm too angry for this match. So, look, mate, I'd be a liar if I told you I wasn't angry about it. But, you know, the match has to be the most important thing now at this moment, and then after the match we'll get back to talking about the stuff that's making us frustrated, of course. But right now, yeah, you're right, it is frustrating, but we got to focus on the game. So let's have a look at the Liverpool team. It is as expected, by the way. Alisson in goal, Trent at right back, Robbo at left back, Ibrahima Konate and Virgil van Dijk are your centre backs today. Midfield, Gravenberch, McAllister and Dominic Szoboszlai. Up top, the same three again as we expected. Gakpo on the left, Diaz through the middle, and Mohamed Salah on the right. Your Liverpool bench today is as follows: Kelleher, Endo, Chiesa, Jones, Elliott, Jota, Costas, Kwanzaa, and of course Mr. Connor Bradley. So, how are we all feeling? About it all. About everything. About the game. About what's transpiring today in the transfer market. It's, yeah. It's a frustrating day, but we do have a game to make sure that we focus on. But of course, I want to give everybody a chance to vent as well if you need to do so. Someone said I feel like we're going to lose. I don't know. It's going to be a tough game. You know, Forest are absolutely flying, full of confidence, 5 wins on the bounce. It is a big one for us, but hopefully we can get the victory, because if we do, it's then on Arsenal's shoulders again tomorrow night. They take on Spurs in the North London derby at the Emirates. The confirmation today, by the way, that Gabriel Jesus is out now with an ACL injury, so sincerely wish him a speedy road to recovery. But yeah, that Zubimendi stuff, lads, that is frustrating to say the least. Especially because, you know, the usual monitoring, watching, if anything changes, all the usual stuff. And the fact that Richard Hughes is now getting bailed out by the media for saying that he can only work within the financial parameters the owner give them isn't really, you know, along the narrative that we were told about these guys being empowered to make the decisions, and if they don't do these things, it isn't on Hughes and Edwards, or it isn't on the owners, it's on Hughes and Edwards because they've been empowered. Yeah, never bought it then, don't buy it now, but I am frustrated by it all. Most important thing, though, is let's make sure we get the points today, because that we can control as a team. And I'm sure Arne has the lads ready and focused for what is going to be a tough game. We can't let Forest come out of the traps quickly, and we can't let them settle. We can't let that home crowd get behind them. We have to be at it from moment one. And if the result at Anfield isn't enough to get these guys up for the reverse fixture, surely moving further clear at the top of the Premier League will be good enough. Right, there's a little fly now on my light, which is freaking me out a bit. Do you think we'll sell Darwin in the January transfer window? Yes. I told you guys a couple of weeks ago that my information was that Darwin Núñez is available for sale in this window. And now, hang on, I have to get rid of this fly, lads. Bear with me. Let's do me head in. Go away, fly. Go away. Go away. The flies, lads, this fly is getting the better of me. Hang on, one sec. Oh, straight back onto it. Little fecker, hang on. Where are you? Go away, fly. Fly's beating me, lad, sorry. I'm back. Yeah, I think the whole transfer side of our club's a disgrace, as I've said many times before. Craig versus the fly, who wins? It's usually the fly, to be honest with you. It's usually the fly. Yeah, especially them slow hovering ones, you know, that they don't buzz around, but they just kind of like that. They always get the better of me, those ones. I can't believe we didn't get Marmouche, but all will be forgiven if we get Isak. There's more chance of me showing up here with a head of hair like Ruud Gullit than there is of Liverpool paying the 150 million quid Newcastle want for Isak. So don't be getting your hopes up on that one, because it won't be happening. What you may get, though, is the 19-year-old Greek striker that Barry Hunter, Liverpool's chief scout, is over negotiating a deal for right now. So that is possible, but don't be thinking Isak, mate. We don't eat at that table. Stevie Boy said, Hughes and Edwards are bums. Sack them. FSG out. So, to me, mate, I don't really want to attack Hughes and Edwards because, like I've always said, they're just employees. I've always thought that they're not going to get the freedom to do what they probably would want to do from the owners. But the media, of course, and the journalists, well, they wouldn't dare criticise the owners, would they? Because we know their access would be revoked. So it's easier for them just to lie to everybody and tell us that, oh no, they're empowered. Empowered to do what? Nothing. Where was the interest? I was told on this channel that if Liverpool, if Martin Zubimendi's available, Liverpool haven't burned that bridge and will revisit it. Now what we're hearing is Liverpool don't need it. James Pearce saying that Liverpool don't need strengthening in that position because Ryan Gravenberch's been so good, which is also horseshit. Because that's just going to make Ryan Gravenberch run into the ground. And Arsenal will go and strengthen with Zubimendi. And we'll still be standing here, monitoring, looking, and being cheap. But some people will defend the indefensible. LFC Love, thank you for gifting 5 memberships, by the way. Appreciate you. Is it true that Zubimendi signing for Arsenal? It certainly looks that way. Let me read you out some of what have come across my table today. So we'll start off from the start, and Sammy Mockbell of the Daily Mail had an exclusive where he said Arsenal to land Real Sociedad midfielder Martin Zubimendi at the end of the season. Next up then we had David Ornstein of the Athletic saying Arsenal pursuing a deal to sign Martin Zubimendi from Real Sociedad. Arsenal working on landing 25-year-old midfielder next summer for a considerable period and reignited their long-term pursuit during the process of recruiting Mikel Merino. Next up was Fabrizio Romano, who said Arsenal are in advanced talks to sign Martin Zubimendi for the summer of 2025. Negotiations underway with the player's side and final key steps needed. And then we have Alex Crook saying Liverpool not expected to revisit the Zubimendi deal. Arsenal had Zubimendi have agreed personal terms. But then we get, what do we get then? We get the Athletic coming out with this pile of horse shit. While Richard Hughes has come under scrutiny for not getting contract extensions for Salah, Virgil van Dijk and Trent Alexander-Arnold wrapped up, he can only make offers within a financial framework acceptable to the owners. So, there you have it. You can take that however you want. You can talk about whatever you want. But once again, we're seeing that these owners don't give a damn. Don't care financially. Don't have the stomach for it. Don't want to push us on. James Pearce also said Liverpool didn't hold any grudges regarding how the move fell through for Martin Zubimendi in the summer, and their admiration for the footballer remains. However, strengthening that position isn't the priority it was previously given because of Gravenberch's influence. I'm struggling not to swear. I'm struggling not to absolutely just rinse James Pearce for that, because who are you trying to kid? Who are you kidding? We still need that midfielder because Gravenberch's been run into the ground and can't be rested. We're one injury to him away from the season falling apart. And yet again, the Brown Nose Brigade, who haven't got the balls to actually do their job for the readers, you know, the ones who pay their wages, the ones who buy the publications, read the publications, they'd rather kowtow to the owners and say stuff that they know damn well isn't true, just to be good little boys and girls. It's embarrassing. And again, everyone's seeing through it now. So, stop lying to us. Stop manipulating us. Stop trying to tell us that what we're seeing with our own eyes isn't the case. The club's being run by cheapskates who have no intention of actually investing properly into the playing squad. So, while Zubimendi's making his way to Arsenal to strengthen their midfield, we're running around after a 19-year-old striker somewhere in Germany, and Michael Edwards is negotiating a sale for Darwin Núñez. Any chance we could be proactive in the goddamn market and bring somebody in? These journalists are a disgrace. And I'm only talking about the ones that cover Liverpool, by the way. I'm not trying to go in on Ornstein and other journalists. Nothing against them. I'm talking about the ones that cover our patch. The ones that do nothing but cover the owners' backsides. The only Liverpool fan channel with balls. Thank you. Appreciate you, my man. Look, I don't want to be angry. I don't want to be on here saying this. I want to be happy. But it does my head in that we're lied to constantly and told we're idiots. It honestly rubs me up the wrong way. And I'm at the point now where I'm at war with them. I don't care. Somebody has to stand up for our side of this debate. For people who actually look at this with cynical eyes and see it for what it is. And I'm sick of these journalists. Look, I sat down last night and I started to write my feelings out on this. And I've kind of come to this conclusion. How many times have you seen journalists covering the Liverpool patch go on social media and call out a fan account, an aggregator account, or anybody else and say they're taking them out of context? Would we agree that that happens regularly? Because if we can agree with that, the next point should hopefully make sense. Then they have the cheek to judge us, other YouTubers, podcasts, and everybody else from thumbnails and short clips they see on Twitter. So they have the cheek to speak about taking things out of context, but think they know everything about the rest of us based off short videos or clips they see or thumbnails. And I know this because I've heard this from them. I've been told by people they don't like our thumbnails. I've been told by people the clips make us look whatever. Well, watch the channel. Don't do what you're accusing everybody else of doing, which is taking you out of context and then getting on your high horse about it. Call it out, do your job, or your industry will continue to fall away like it has done because people don't want to pay for written content that is absolute horseshit, that isn't calling out what needs to be called out, and everything isn't great like it's made out to be. We're not dumb. Stop treating everyone like idiots. So yeah, sorry about that, but I'm not going anywhere, nor are my opinions, and nor is my absolute scrutiny of these clowns of owners who can't do their damn jobs, or don't want to do their jobs. Damn, we just ain't going anywhere in the market. We are cheap. Evening, Craig. Hope for a good start tonight. Yes, same, mate. I very much am hoping for a good start because we can't let Forest settle in quickly. The contracts worry me. I fear Trent and Salah go. So, as you've seen there, Pierce it was who said that Richard Hughes can only work in the parameters given, or at least, sorry, the Athletic can only work in the parameters given by the owners. So, if I'm Richard Hughes and the owners aren't giving me the money to do my job, I'm telling them to stick their job up their arse because it's him that's been made to look like a mug here by the owners. Sounds weird that Arsenal would sign any deal when Zubimendi had a knee injury yesterday. Well, again, as I've said, it's reported far and wide, Soren, and what annoys me is it's just another situation where we were told that we're keeping an eye on Kavicha Kvaratskhelia. Nothing happened there. We were told we were keeping an eye on Lenny Yarrow. Nothing happened there. We were told that Zubimendi wasn't off the table. Now all of a sudden we don't need a midfielder. And we're going after forwards, which is probably the one position we're relatively well stocked in. I don't know what to say anymore, other than what I can keep saying, which is it's absolute bullshit. Thank you, my man. You didn't put in a comment, but thank you. Garfu said, I honestly don't mind about Zubimendi. We were after him before. We knew Ryan was this good. I don't think Zubimendi would want to be back up to Ryan. See, this, I think, mate, is part of the problem, right? And I'm not having a go at you. But it isn't about replacing Gravenberch. That's never what this has been about, my man. This has been about making sure Ryan Gravenberch doesn't turn into a Saka, get overplayed and absolutely exhausted, worn out or injured. That's what this is about. This is about Liverpool having a squad good enough to keep rotating it and challenging across all competitions. So everyone loves Gravenberch and what he's done has been tremendous. But we knew we had Ryan Gravenberch. We knew where we were going when the Zubimendi offers were going in. We knew that this player could play in this position. But don't buy into the argument that we don't need anybody else because we have one player. If he got injured tomorrow, hand on heart, do you think we're still in a great position to go and win the league and win the Champions League or any other trophies? It certainly would massively constrain us. Luke said, Enjoy this season, lads, because the way things are going, it's not looking good for the future. It looks like we're in for a tough time. There has to be some rhyme or reason and plan to this, right? So there has to be. I refuse to believe that Edwards hasn't got something planned. But you know what this does tell us, unequivocally, in my opinion? That we are a sell-to-buy club now. Because it seems as if we're waiting for the money for Darwin before we then go and do anything. And whether that's getting this young kid in from PAOK who's on loan at Nuremberg, or whether that's going and signing somebody else, it very much does feel right now like we're selling to buy. Like the owners have given up wanting to invest. That's not good enough for the owners of Liverpool Football Club. Absolutely not. Where have we got? Milo, how are you, my man? Said, hoping for a Liverpool win for my friend who's passed. Well, our condolences for your friend who passed away, mate. Thoughts are with you. But yeah, hopefully we do get the win tonight. It's a huge game, this. Huge, huge game. Charlie. Oh, sorry. Let me get this back up. Even Lynch said, we wanted Kvaratskhelia and Zubimendi. I know. But look, this isn't me going in on David Lynch, mate. This is, again, we're being told stuff because that's what they're getting briefed by the club. Now, this always makes journalists in an uncomfortable position because some of the time they know they're being bullshitted. So they have to ask themselves, do I run with this story? Or do I say nothing and I don't get the column inches because somebody else runs with the story? So it's a difficult one for them at times, but I think there's a huge gap in the market there now for a journalist who isn't reliant on getting to games, who isn't reliant on being a yes man to the club, and now actually grows a pair of balls and calls it like it is. Because I promise you, you'll get traction very quickly, and honesty is what's lacking. And I'm not saying honesty from the sense of they're intentionally misleading people, but they know deep down some of what they're writing is bullshit. Like, it's no accident to me that all of a sudden they all had the Kvaratskhelia story. I was speaking with journalists 2 hours before that who never brought it up, never mentioned it, asked straight out, was there any contract situations or any transfers that are interested? Nope, nothing happening. Then all of a sudden, like that, everybody had this and knew we were talking. Stop it. Stop it. You were told to do that. You were briefed to do that. You did it, and now you all look like fucking mugs. How does it feel now? When he's off to PSG, when Zubimendi's off to Arsenal, but you'll still have your little seats inside Anfield, and you'll still be able to tickle John's balls. Well done. Now, speaking of balls, if you have a pair, unlike some of the media covering our club, why not treat yourself to something special? It's the new year, you maybe got the blues, but make sure that you don't have blue balls. Treat yourself to the best there is out there, and I am of course talking about Manscaped's Performance Package 5.0, featuring the Lawnmower 5.0, the Weed Whacker Ear Nose Hair Trimmer, Manscaped's 2 liquid formulations, and a couple of free gifts for you, the Shed Travel Bag and the Boxer Briefs. All of these feature Manscaped skin-safe technology. The Lawnmower 5.0 has the brightest ever spotlight, a 90-minute battery, and will make everybody that pays attention down there very happy. I promise you. And another good news, delighted to say that we have extended our partnership with Manscaped to the remainder of the campaign, so thank you to Manscaped for the continued support. They've been blown away by the interaction and response from the Liverpool fans. They said so in their email to us. They wanted to thank you all for continuing to back the brand as well. So yeah, well in. And thank you to you guys for your support as well, because without you, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be getting deals like the Manscaped deal, so thank you very much. This one. FSG shouldn't destroy Hughes' plan by being cheap. Well, that's it. I said this all the way through. You've probably watched many of my back and forths with David Lynch over the times. And David's had one position and I've had another position. And my position's always been, I don't believe the empowerment nonsense, because you're only empowered in a certain way. I guarantee you Richard Hughes couldn't say, I'm spending 100 mil on a midfielder now and be empowered to do it by John. No, of course they don't. They do what they're allowed to do. And they're puppets. And they're puppets who are being restricted at the minute, unfortunately. And that's what makes this all the more sickening. Right, Ryan. how are you, my man? Said, this is what a lot of fans don't get. We're not asking FSG to spend hundreds of millions. We're asking them to give us depth so we can challenge on all fronts like a club of our history and stature should. Exactly, mate. We're asking them to build on what we have. We're asking them to make sure that if we win a league title this year, we aren't going to go for another 5, 6, 7 years without another one. We're asking them to strike while the iron's hot. And we're asking them to build on the good work that Jurgen did beforehand and that Arne has done so far. But the manager ain't getting backed, is he? You know, we had the excuses in the summer about, new manager, just under the table, new sporting director, everybody needs to settle in. Well, here we are again, and we're looking like absolute clowns. Whether you think Zubimendi should come or not, the idea that we just allowed this to happen and he's going to Arsenal when we've been trying to fill this position for 4 windows now, and now all of a sudden the revisionism from the journalists is, well, Liverpool don't need a player in that position. Yes, we do. We did a poll yesterday. We asked fans what they think. The biggest, highest answered point was midfielder. Midfielder, midfielder, midfielder. But again, what do we know? We're only the thickos who watch the game all the time, pay for our jerseys, pay for our Sky Sports, pay for your match tickets, but we don't know anything. Us during transfer windows under FSG, yeah, it's not great. Thank you as well for that one, Sheriff Torchwood. Carl, how are you, my man? 41 months as a member. I agree what you're saying about FSG, but I can't believe that there isn't a master plan. Surely we're just missing something. Yes, the money we're about to get for Darwin Núñez, that's the missing piece here. And that's what all this seems to rely upon. We have to wait for that money to come in before we can do anything. So, you've never heard me say Liverpool have been sell to buy. You guys have mentioned it to me many times, and even in my frustration at the owners, I've always said I don't think we're sell to buy. Now I very much feel like we're sell to buy. Mick said, I only follow Liverpool's journals for the Comedy Bull now. Do you know what though, Mick? Here's what I don't get. They surely know that they're damaging their own brands. They're damaging their own reputations. Surely, like, they can't not know this. They can't not know that they're being thrown under a bus at times by the club's briefings. They can't not know this. They can't not know that nobody's paying attention anymore to the written side of things because they don't believe a word of it, because they don't believe that some of these journalists are acting with actual journalistic integrity rather than are kowtowing to people who they're afraid to be critical of. And I've said this for years. There's no dissenting voices allowed. Not just around Liverpool Football Club, but I think around most football clubs. If you have a dissenting voice, if you challenge the status quo, you'll be ridiculed, you'll be quietened, you'll be belittled, you'll be mocked, but you won't be given a chance to have your say unless you build your own platform. So, let's have a look at the Forest team and see what they're lining up with tonight. So, Forest lineup is Sells, sorry, 1 second, this is tiny. Aina, Milenkovic, Murillo, Nico Williams, Ryan Yates, Elliot Anderson, Hudson-Odoi, Gibbs-White, Alanga and Chris Wood. That is the Nottingham Forest starting 11 today. I'm going to go with a 2-1 Liverpool win prediction is my best guess at this one. So I think we can safely say that people think Liverpool are going to win this one, so we can end the poll. Cool, thank you. Sorry, this is just freezing. Sorry, my chat was freezing there for a second. Go away, I'm working. My wife comes in waving mini eggs at me, which she knows is going to excite me, but I'm too angry, love. I'm too angry to care about mini eggs. Oh, look, there goes the YouTube chat again. Sorry, YouTube chat just crashed for 1 second, folks, so bear with me while I just pop it back out. Has there ever been a poll where the odds were against us? I think there was a close one once, but no, pretty much you're right. And why would it be? We're Liverpool fans. We're always going to be optimistic about a result. I don't think... I'm trying to think back to think, has there ever been a preview or anything where I've previewed us to lose? And I think I've gone for a draw once, but I'm not sure I've ever previewed us to lose. Astro Cop said, Craig, you make my day when you're streaming. Thank you, my man. Appreciate you. Wouldn't be anything without you guys being here supporting, so thank you. Right, next one up. Craig, just finished watching the documentary. Sorry, I just think my screen's very dark for some reason. I feel like the room's darker than normal. Just finished watching a documentary about Jurgen's time at Liverpool by the YouTube channel Ballon. Highly recommend it. Was very enjoyable. Thank you for the recommendation. We'll certainly try to give it a watch. Always happy to reminisce over the good times on the clock boat. Ryan O'Driscoll said, if they spent the money, we could dominate the league and Europe for years to come. Surely they know that there's massive prize money to be had. Yeah, but they also look at the valuation of the club going up and up and up. And while TV rights are as they are, that seemingly only keep going one direction. When's David Lynch back on? We discussed this, and I promised last night when I talked about it that I was talking about it once and not again. So I'm not going to go back through it, my man. Watch last night's stream if you'd like, but you know, it doesn't benefit anybody by me rehashing it over and over. So we'll leave it there if that's okay. I would like to buy that Feyenoord striker. Is that Jimenez? Is that the guy you're on about, David? Yeah, he's an interesting one. But look, again, it feels like we're shopping at bargain basement stuff. Danny Cockrell, you became a member before I started the stream apparently, mate. So thank you so much for your support. Appreciate you. And thank you, Mark, for letting me know. Craig, lad, I'm on to my third month being a member, but it doesn't take my subscription money, so I have to do it every month. Can you help, please? Honestly, Curtis, I don't know enough about... What the hell's going on here? Sorry, the TV was crashing. I don't know enough about the... It just takes mine for the subscriptions I have on YouTube. It just takes my money every month, so I honestly don't know enough about the process. It's not an issue that's at our end, if you get me. It's a Google thing, so I would maybe Google some... frequently asked questions around auto renewal memberships and stuff. Maybe somebody in the chat can help you out better. For us, it just takes them automatically every month. So big fan from Jamaica. Thank you, Carlos. Much love to you, my man. Appreciate you. How far into last night's stream? I don't remember. I know it was second half of the stream, but I don't remember exactly what time. Maybe somebody in the chat can help out. Look, I just don't want to keep bringing it up because I've nothing but respect for David, and I don't want to do anything derogatory towards him or say anything that might end up in him getting grief, because I don't want that to happen. So that's why I said I'll talk about it once and move on. Because I knew I was going to get questions about it, but I'd rather just leave it there if that's all right, out of respect for him. Will said, I think we can score in the first 20 minutes tonight and pile on the pressure. We can get the win easy. All the best, Craig. You'll never walk on. Love the channel. Yeah, look, I'm not going to say first goal will win the game, but it would be really cool if we could grab that first goal. I'm nervous. I can't lie. I'm very, very nervous about this game. And this isn't a fixture I would have thought over the summer I'd be looking forward to. With some nerves, but it's a big game tonight. It really is. Jack Nickel, I'm going for a 3-2 win, and can I say you're amazing and thank you for what you do, boss. My mental health has dropped since Crimbo. Watching you helps me. Well, I hope your mental health gets back on track, my man. As I said, I'm fortunate enough that I get to see a psychologist every couple of weeks to work through this stuff, and at the moment we're working on mental strength and you know, keeping at bay all the crap that's coming my way. Lately, with people thinking they're better than us. So I've been working hard on that with my own psychologist, but I hope your mental health turns around, bro, and I hope that the Reds help with a win tonight as well. So much love to you, Jack, and thank you for being with us, bro. Off to Thailand tomorrow. That's class, Steve. Mate, I've always wanted to go and visit Thailand, but never had the chance to get round to it. But yeah, man, have a great time. I've only ever heard good things from people who've been over there. Don't really understand this. No MC or live for Arsenal's weak mentality. No thanks. I don't know what that is. Sorry, probably it's just gone over my head, mate. I don't know what you were saying. Dingo said FSG's focus isn't to win, but to keep us moderately competitive to protect their investment. Mainstream journalists are vanilla and indirectly controlled by the clubs. Thank you for keeping it real. So, look, I take no pleasure in calling anybody out. Honestly, I don't. But I also take massive frustration and anger at being told that what we're seeing with our own eyes isn't the case. And being told that, you know, we just don't understand. Because that's what I get all the time. You don't understand how the club's run. The club do things this way. The club do things that way. No, you're being manipulated for your access. And you're happy to sell your soul for it. Don't look down your noses at the rest of us. I'm going to keep calling things as I see them. I'm going to be as honest as I can be in my assessments, but I'm going to shoot from the hip and speak from the heart like I always have. And if people don't like that, do something about it. Simple as that. If you're a journalist, you don't like me, tough. You had your chance, but you took people for granted. You thought you were above everybody else and you were gospel. And no matter how much these journalists' egos want them to believe they're better than us, they're not. We're all just regular people. We've got a voice. We've built our platforms. So it's up to you now. The landscape's changing, like I've said. Fan content's on the up because people at least see authenticity. And yeah, we're not always right. And yeah, sometimes we say silly stuff and we get angry and we swear, but we're genuine. And people at least know we're speaking to them on their level. So to me, I've just got so fed up of that type of stuff and the snobbery. Enough's enough. You know, we aren't second class fans. We are fans. End of conversation. And our voices count. Front three to score tonight. If not, Macca gets the winner. Yeah, I was thinking about who I think may get on the score sheet. And I like your Macca show. I like it. Macca's been looking dangerous in the final third when he's gotten up there. But look, tonight is about one thing for me, and that is matching the energy of Nottingham Forest. You know, because I think when it comes to quality, I'd hope we have slightly better. But we need to match their fight. We need to match their work rate. And we can't let them get confidence and come out of the traps flying. Got to silence the city ground and got to go out there and try to control things early doors. I'm happy with the team though. Genuinely, I've no frustrations with the starting 11. I've absolutely no concerns. I think that's the best 11 he could have gone with. You've got Jota as an option from the bench. You've got Chiesa as an option. You've got options in midfield. Yeah, not too bad. I'm happy with how we're lining up, and I'm happy with how the squad's looking for tonight. It would have been interesting if Darwin wasn't suspended to see if he would have been in the matchday squad with all the talk about maybe that move over to Saudi Arabia. But I guess we won't find that out tonight because, you know, clearly he's suspended. So no expectations of winning is him. Sociedad mid. Look, I don't know. You know, if Liverpool aren't back in for Zubimendi, he can't make a move happen, if you get me. So, you know, we heard over the last month or two that he was open to moving from Sociedad. We heard mixed reviews on whether Liverpool were going to go back in or not, but we haven't. And here's the thing that, as a fan, I don't understand. If Zubimendi was the only player that we looked around and thought was good enough under Arne slot to come in, how have we let him go elsewhere? Because realistically, you know deep down the answer isn't because we don't need a midfielder. You're being told that that's the answer. But it's not. We need a midfielder. We absolutely do. And that is nothing to slate Ryan Gravenberch, who's been only fantastic. But he can't do it 70, 75 games a season. He can't do it for club and country. He can't play every single game. He needs to be rotated or we're going to end up with an injury crisis as well. Although I hope we win, but fair play to Forest. They have a great season. I find exercise, even if it's only a walk and music, helps with my mental health. So I'm torn because Forest as a club, absolutely, top club. But I'm not going to lie, Stargirl, some of their fans and the tragedy chanting and some of the other crap has really left a sour taste to me with some of those Forest fans. Because if any set of fan base should know better, it's them. And I haven't liked it, and I know other Liverpool fans haven't, but ultimately I'm more concerned about us getting the result on the pitch, right? Because we can control that. Craig, do you think Diaz is the first choice for the number 9 position? Jota back to full fitness now, according to Slaw. This has to be his preference for the manager now. It could very well be. Look, we've got good options between them. If it isn't working or we're playing in a game maybe where Diaz isn't as impactful, like against the back three United as an example, then maybe we have Jota there for a different look. Or even Chiesa, as we said previously, who's now fit. So yeah, I've no problem with the manager going for this front three. I just hope it gets the impact that he hopes for. Nevelin said, concerned over Alisson form, I am. Or concerned over Alisson's form, I am. FSG cheapskates out. Concerned about it, a little. He's certainly got enough goodwill in the bank, but yeah, I said it before, there's just small little things that have just made me feel like he's not as zoned in. I don't like him coming out and punching stuff that he absolutely should be catching. But look, he's still Alisson Becker, and he's still a magnificent goalkeeper. So, we do judge him by very, very high standards because he's set very, very high standards. Xlati Plus said, keep up the great work, Craig. Anfield Agenda will be the first fan channel to hit 1 million subs. Well, the first Liverpool fan channel, you said. Thank you. I don't know, mate. I've no idea if we'll ever get anywhere near that or not. I certainly don't take any of these things for granted. But what I will say is, I hope we hit 300k. And that is where we do need your help. So, I have a goal of trying to hit 300k by the end of January. Today's the 14th. We may push towards 294 tonight, which will leave us 6,000 to chase down in 17 days. So if you can help us out, please do hit that subscribe button, because I'm not going to lie, I'm chasing Redmen and have been from day one. They're the ones with the most subscribers. I want to beat them. Nothing against them whatsoever, but I'm competitive. You don't do this unless you're a bit competitive. So I want to be the most subscribed to Liverpool fan channel, because I want to show that we have built a community, that people are behind us. And we'll get there, I think, someday. We're already the most watched, which is extremely humbling and I'm extremely thankful and grateful for it. But I'm competitive by nature. So, of course, I want to go and chase them down like any other YouTuber would. But we need your help to get there, guys. So, if you can, hit that subscribe button and we'll see where we can get to. Keen, I think you've asked that same question and have deleted by the mods many times, mate, for various reasons. The answer is clearly Adidas for me. Clearly. Like, I love Adidas, and I don't like Nike as a kit manufacturer. I don't think they've done great for Liverpool. I haven't really liked too many of the kits, to be honest with you. So I'm buzzing about Adidas being back next season, and really looking forward to seeing the 3 stripes on Liverpool shirts again. Carlos Baleba from Brighton would be massive. The problem, Brian, is I don't disagree with you, my friend, but we know once a player gets to Brighton that if you want to go in then to get the player out from Brighton, it's going to be expensive. And I think they paid 22 million, something like that, when he came in from France. So I would expect we're talking, again, significant numbers there if Liverpool were to try to tempt Brighton into selling. You must like that Forest jersey. I do, yeah. I think it's a nice shirt. My wife's a Forest fan, by the way. But yeah, it's a nice shirt. I love Adidas shirts. I've said this all the way through. Look at me. I always wear Adidas. So yeah, I'm delighted that Adidas are coming back. It just feels right for Liverpool. Thank you, Mark. I figured it out. Tom told me what it was about, Mark, so thank you. Curtis said, first time this season I felt nervous. Yeah, I love your honesty, Curtis. I'm the same. There's no doubt I'm sitting here now, a nervous Liverpool fan with this game tonight, because there's a couple of things about it that make me nervous. One, we get to strike first, because Arsenal play tomorrow in the North London derby, so a win tonight would be a massive win, because you know Arsenal fans and Chelsea fans are sitting there thinking this is a banana skin. Understandably, I'd be the same if it was the other way around. So every time that we can dent their momentum and keep our confidence, it's going to be a win. And we get to play before Arsenal twice now. Next 2 games. Tonight, then they play tomorrow. Saturday we play at 3, they play Villa at 5:30. So we have a chance to push out this gap and to dent their confidence. And I hope we do. Sheriff Torchwood, welcome to Anfield Agenda FC. Speaking of sheriffs, I've been starting to watch Yellowstone over the last few weeks. Myself and my wife settle down every evening. We watch one episode before she heads up to bed. And I have to say, it's a great show. Absolutely brilliant show. Really enjoying it so far. Now, ladies and gentlemen, why not treat yourself to something that I personally don't need, which is the Chairman Pro face shaving kit. Why don't I need it? Because my stupid little face can't grow a beard, unfortunately. I can only grow little patches of hair or a moustache. But if you are lucky enough to be able to have a magnificent beard game, then why not treat yourself to the Chairman Pro package from our friends at Manscaped. As you can see there, you can get 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. using our discount code Anfield20. Put that in at checkout or scan the QR code in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. And again, thank you to our friends at Manscaped for extending our partnership through to the end of the season. It's been an incredible partnership. We've loved working with Manscaped and glad that it is continued. That's a bit of breaking news, by the way. We only agreed that extension last night. Ricky said, is our lack of ambition a factor for Trent? Depends if he wants to use it as an excuse or not, Ricky, is my honest answer. I don't know, but I'd love to hear somebody come out and say it if it is. Genuinely, because if I'm Trent right now and I came out and said, I'm unsure about it because I'm unsure about the direction the club's going and strengthening, I don't think he'd get any grief over that from the fan base whatsoever. I think all he'd get is a flood of people saying thank you for speaking up. But I don't know, Ricky, is the honest answer. That's a question that I guess only Trent can answer. I agree. Make better performance sportswear. Adidas make better performance sportswear, but it doesn't matter if Pony made it. FSG will pocket the money. Yeah, well, look, Tony. This has been the first time in my life, in any way, Tony, that I've had people intentionally working to try and keep me quiet, silence me, undermine me and belittle me. And it's happened. I spoke about when we were going over to Florida a few years ago, when we were a small channel and the club were reaching out to ask what supporters club's business with us were before we went over. And I know for a fact that they've checked in with them. And we've never been given any of the opportunities that other fan channels around our size have by the club and others. We've never been invited to the charity games at Anfield. We've never been given a chance to say goodbye to Jurgen. We've never even been acknowledged when we've sent really long, heartfelt emails to the club trying to understand our position in the Liverpool fan landscape. We've been ignored constantly. So when you put in all of that, mate, I hope you see a picture of why I absolutely despise FSG, because they've worked against us to try and silence us and undermine us, in my opinion, since day one. And they continue to do it. And journalists continue to do it. But what they can't deny is the numbers and the community we've built. And for that, I'm eternally grateful to have all of your support. Because without you guys, I'd still be getting mocked, ridiculed and silenced. And I've no intention of wanting to be negative about the club. I don't speak negatively about the coach. I don't speak negatively about the players unless there's a poor performance. We never take anything onto social media and start rinsing or ridiculing people. Never have, never will. And we've always conducted ourselves professionally when we've spoken with journalists, as you've seen over the years. So all I can say is I can only be me, the real, genuine, authentic version of me. And if some people like it, great. And if some people don't, hey, there's plenty more opportunities out there, plenty more people that you can listen to. But I don't like the silencing of any dissenting voices. It isn't healthy. It isn't good in any democracy, in anything. It just isn't good to not give dissenting voices a chance to have their say. I feel sorry you can't listen to the game, so use headphones while doing a live. So the reason I don't use headphones, Gary, is part of my Asperger's. I have some sensory issues around sound, right? So competing noises are a big problem for me. So if I'm watching TV and I'm watching a video on my phone and my wife maybe is talking, I don't hear those three things individually. I hear a jumble of noise and it nearly hurts. So if I was to listen to the commentary of a game while trying to talk to you guys, I'd probably just repeat what's coming in my ear. Full on Ron Burgundy, you know. So yeah, that's why I don't, mate. It's just part of a sensory issue that I have, and I'd rather be able to listen to it in silence and talk with you guys than be distracted. Sean, mate, I wish I could bring this one up on screen, Sean, because man, that hits hard from a Scouser. Thank you. Said, never stop speaking up on FSG, Craig. I'm a Scouser born and bred, and we need your voice in our city. Well, Sean, as I've always said, bro, I love the city of Liverpool deeply. I love the people deeply. They're the most welcoming, down-to-earth, friendly people. I've only ever had cracking times over there. I'm looking forward to my show over there in May, but I'm not set foot inside Anfield while those charlatans are owning the club. And Connor's gone over to the game next week that I was supposed to go to with a friend of his now, but I'm staying here because I refuse to be part of it. I refuse to set foot inside the stadium that I love because of those fucking charlatans over in Boston that own it, not giving a damn. So I'm glad that maybe a few Scousers like me, or at least understand that I'm going to stand for them and with them, because I view Scousers and Irish as nearly one and the same, my man, and I love the city dearly. Where do you think Liverpool will be without Klopp? In the Europa Conference League or the Europa League, probably. You know, we often talk about things that the owners have done wrong, and they've done a lot, but that's one of the wins. That's one of the good things, as well as the development we've spoken about, you know, and the marketing and commercial side of things that they've increased. They've done some good stuff, but I think what we've achieved has been in spite of the owners rather than solely because of them, if that makes any sense. Sean said there's a lot of Scousers who stand with you. You know what, man? I don't know. I can never say, because obviously any Scousers that come to my shows or whatever are ones that do like what we do and say, and they're always very kind and welcoming when we're over. But whether they want me to or not, or whether they hate me or like me, I'm always going to stand with Scousers, mate, because I hate seeing the city vilified, belittled by anybody else, and I'll always speak up for people who I think are good, honest people, and only ever treat me amazingly when I'm in their city. So, man, yeah, as I said, I'll always have your back. Whether it means anything to Scousers or not, I can only say that I'll say it as I see it. And I'll never have the arrogance that some others seem to have, to think that they're better fans than other people, or, you know, that their voice matters more. Anxiety or Exalty, is it Exalty? Exlati, excuse me, mate. Exlati Plus said, we've missed Szoboszlai so much in the past two games. Glad he's back. 100%. 100% agree with you. Why is this shit in the bed again? Yeah, 100% agree with you. Jones had a great game against West Ham, and I was excited for him to start the next one, but he hasn't lived up to it over the past couple of games. So yeah, really, really glad to have Dominic Szoboszlai back tonight. It's definitely one of those situations where you don't realise what you're missing until he isn't there. Are you worried they won't let you in Anfield, said Carl. I guess I should probably touch on this. So I'm not worried about my safety or anything like that, because as I said, You know, Scousers have always been lovely to me, and you know, I know maybe some fans don't like me, but no, I've no concerns about safety. Have I got concerns I mightn't get into the stadium? Yes. Yes. Yeah, I do. And I also know that majority of that press box sitting up there would rather me not there either. So, you know, it was a difficult decision to come to, Carl, but ultimately I think I can do better trying to speak up from here where I do have a voice. And if the ownership ever leaves the club, then I'll run to Anfield with open arms to go to a game again. But I just can't be part of it. I cannot give these owners anymore. I just refuse to. Despite being a United fan, I frequently find myself coming here to watch. You're always great crack to listen to, whether winning or rattled, because we nicked the results. Hope you bottle the league. I love that, mate. I appreciate that. I would say the same to you, but, you know, 13th place and all that, my man. But look, Ethan, I've always said it. I respect United fans. We banter. We go back and forth. You want us to lose. I want you to lose. But ultimately, it comes from a place of respect. Well, I don't have for Manchester City. 0 for this current City. I don't know what account this is, by the way, but there's some account on TikTok that Connor sent me where they use some of my rants in very funny ways. Like Craig discovers animal noises and I'm going moo, and then there's a cow with moo. Or whoever runs this account, keep doing it. It's brilliant. Oh, honestly, me and my family had such a good laugh with it. And that's banter. Like, I love my content being used and stuff like that. I'm self-deprecating. I'm Irish. Take the piss out of me as much as you want if it's funny. I'm all for it. It's proper banter. So I'm sure Connor will probably put the name of the account in to the chat. But honestly, keep it going. It was brilliant. And I shared it with our Discord group. Really funny stuff. You should be proud if they won't let you in. It means they fear your voice. Now look, I don't know if I'd get in or not. You know, I'm not saying that I know the club won't let me in. I don't know that. But it formed part of my opinion of whether I'll go over or not, definitely. The Rudolph one had me cracking, said Goomy. It's brilliant. I thought it was so clever. Like, really, 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 really funny stuff. Like, genuinely had me howling and laughter, Goomy. It's a shame because you're like all of us. We're Liverpool fans through and through. It's all for the fake reporters. This group family will succeed. You know what? Like, I think about it and I just think, when you were in college and you were studying to become a journalist, was this what you wanted? Like, was this the dream? Because most journalists, when they want to study journalism, want to cover sport or crime or want to do in-depth journalism, uncovering corruption or stuff like that. But what I find most of the Liverpool covering journalists, most of them, certain ones like the Echo Boys and some others, I don't think that they try to represent the city or the people. I think they just try to represent themselves and make sure that they continue to get their access, even if they know what's being reported or what they're being told is probably bullshit. And that I find absolutely horrendous, to be honest with you. You haven't committed any crime, wouldn't they let you? Why wouldn't they let you in? Again, I'm not trying to say that the club have indicated they won't let me in. Somebody just asked me a question. Carl asked, am I worried they wouldn't let me in? And I just said it formed part of my thought process, but I certainly have no indication to believe that that would definitely be the case. I just don't want to have anything to do with giving FSG more money at this point. You know, just don't. Kind of funny how Zubimendi thought it was a good idea to stay at Sociedad. Yeah, but I don't know what it says about us that, again, we go through all the embarrassing part and don't do the actual part that might benefit us. So I let that whole situation happen, look like mugs, and then we sit back and look as he goes to Arsenal. I don't know what to say about that. It's It's embarrassing. It's the only word I can use. Matt Denny said, the nerve of FSG to say Gravenberch is a DM solution after failing to get Zubimendi, Caicedo, Lavia and Zubimendi makes my blood boil. I know, but what really gets me, mate, and what really rubs salt in the wound for me is when you've got James Pearce, who, by the way, came out with the absolute whopper about Trent the other day as well, which was, you know, Trent doesn't speak to reporters out of, you know, goodwill for the club. That's bullshit. He doesn't talk to supporters about it or to journalists about it because it suits him not to. That's the truth of that. And answering a tricky question or two should be something that you should be able to do when you're getting paid a lot of money and fans' heartstrings are on the line. Coming out and saying you still want to stay at the club, I think, isn't too much to ask for. But this one here, Liverpool don't hold any grudges regarding how the move fell through last summer, and their admiration for Zubimendi as a footballer remains. However, strengthening in that department isn't the priority it once was. Fuck off. Just stop. It's horseshit. We didn't just accidentally discover that Gravenberch was a decent footballer. We knew from day one when Slot came in what was going to happen with Gravenberch. But it doesn't mean we don't need backup and we don't need players to rotate and come in, and we don't need cover in case of an injury, and we don't need to be able to challenge across competitions with squad depth. It's just lie after lie, and it's horseshit, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of being told that we don't understand things. We do. We just don't want to listen to more crap. Do you think this is the best starting 11 we have all season? Yeah, I do. I think this is the best 11 we have. 100%. Yeah, if I was picking a team tonight, I'd have picked this team. In fact, I think I may have in my preview. But yeah, 100%. I think this team is our best 11. And I'm hoping we see the benefit of a lot of these guys not having played against Accrington Stanley in the FA Cup. I hope we see the benefit of that break because, you know, if we don't, again, we've got some concerns. Good reporters get cancelled these days. Truth hurts snowflakes. I'm not a reporter. I'm not a journalist. I'm a fan. Like I've always said, I don't claim to be anything else. But dissenting voices get crushed and silenced. Not just in this industry, but in any walk of life. When we were growing up as kids, all of your parents would have taught you right and wrong. All of your parents would have told you to stand up and speak the truth. Going through school, your teachers and educators would have told you the very same. But then you get into the real world, where pound notes matter. And then everybody's morals has a price. And if you dare go against the grain, you're ridiculed, you're undermined, you're silenced. And they do everything that they can. And I know this sounds like the ranting of some right-wing nut job, but I didn't think this would ever happen. Because I look at journalism and I think in any other walk of life, politically or anywhere else, there's always somebody pushing back. There's always somebody asking a politician or a government employee a difficult question. Because you need that in society. You can't be surrounded by yes men and sycophants. That's just not healthy. So I'm glad YouTube exists. I'm glad I have the freedom to say what I feel. Because without it, I don't know whether I'd even be watching football now at this point, because I'd be banging my head against the wall with all this crap that gets written telling us all about the right way to do things and the sustainable way and treating us all like morons. I'm tired of it. I know everybody's tired of it. Especially at times like this when we're in a great position. So rather than our club being full of positivity now and on the up, which is what I want and what you want, we're being mocked and ridiculed over Zubimendi on social media. We're being absolutely rinsed over the contract situation. The manager's getting hounded and asked about it every 2 minutes. It's just, again, not good enough. Graf playing well, so Zubimendi's not guaranteed to start. He walked into the Arsenal starting lineup. He'll not want to be backup cover, Craig. So I guess my answer to that would be any player that's coming to a club like Liverpool Football Club in any position should be thinking they're walking in and that jersey's becoming mine. And I don't give a damn who you are. I'm taking the shirt. I'm getting into this team. Because if you don't have that mentality and if you're not that strong, you shouldn't be in the team. You shouldn't be even being approached by the club. But if Zubimendi hasn't got the balls to come into Liverpool and fight for a place, then he shouldn't be here. But that's not the reason we're not signing him. The reason we're not signing him is because John W. Henry and FSG are cheap. That's the way. And because they want to put out this narrative that we don't need a midfielder all of a sudden, when we all know we do. Simple as that. And it's not because Ryan won't get minutes. It's because we need to be able to rotate and compete across all competitions over a long season. If they haven't learned the lessons from that in other campaigns where it's fallen away, I don't know what to say. Evening, Craig. If we start to slip the point we didn't win any silver, FSG and the management above Arne are the ones to blame. I just want to jump in my car, go to Boston, have a chat with Henry. I don't know what to say to you, mate. Again, I'll say whatever we win this season will be in spite of the owners, not because of them. That's all I can keep saying. Because any other club would be building on this. You think if Arsenal were in our position right now and they were 6 points clear with a game in hand and they needed one or two positions, that they wouldn't be doing everything they can to make sure Arteta got those players so he could push on to win the league and challenge in the Champions League. But not old John. No. Old John hiding over in Boston. He just sends the lads out with an inability to do the job because they haven't got the financial muscle to do it. Gravenberch playing so well. Zubimendi not guaranteed to start. We've done that one. This one. Sorry. Arne admitting he wanted Zubimendi makes it even more embarrassing. You're completely correct in your view. Thank you. I know. Like, the manager, this was the only guy that was good enough, remember. We looked all over the world, went to every beach, lifted up rocks, had a little look underneath, went around, looked inside tents, looked everywhere in the world, left no stone unturned, and Martin Zubimendi was the only player that existed in world football good enough to come into the Liverpool team and play for Arne Slot in the way he wants until he's available. And now all of a sudden we don't need him. Make that make sense. Genuinely. Because he wanted Zubimendi in the summer when he knew we had Gravenberch, and he knew what the plan was going to be for Gravenberch. But he also knows Gravenberch can't play 70 games a season. Or we end up with a Saka type situation where he's running to the ground and he's picking up injuries and he's fatigued at the business end of a season. Like I've said many times, look at the Champions League final in recent years. The one that really stands out to me was Manchester City and Inter Milan. It was horrible watching. And it was supposed to be the showpiece of European football. But both teams, by that point, were just exhausted. And it was a war of attrition rather than a spectacle of football. And we don't learn lessons from this. Like, we don't look at fatigue in the second part of a season or injuries. Like, we haven't learned it in the years we brought in Kabak and Davies. We haven't learned it in the season we brought in Arthur Melo as a useless last-minute signing. You know, we keep being told that we're Tico fans who don't understand. But yet, we see this stuff unfold in front of our eyes season after season, and we're supposed to just trust the process. We trust the process with the manager and the players. I don't know anybody who isn't behind Arne Slot and the players. But that doesn't mean you can't be critical of those in positions above them who aren't doing their part. When this season's over, can you please gather fan channels or whoever to start an FSG out movement? Love your honesty and fighting the good fight. Thank you. The problem is that there isn't very many what I would class as hugely influential, powerful fan content creators. There's loads of great content creators, by the way, who should have bigger numbers than they have and do great work. But the influential three are probably us, Red Men, and the Anfield Rap. They're probably the three most people would think of in some way, shape or form. And two of those three have their feet under the table. And then there's us. And as I keep saying, we just keep getting ridiculed and looked down their noses at. So there's not much I can do. I've asked for people to speak up. I've asked time and time again. But some just don't want to do it. For self-preservation. Because I don't for one second believe they're happy. I just don't. Because they call themselves fans, right? Can't be happy looking at that shit. First game I've been off work for in ages. Happy to be with you for it. Hope all is well, brother, said Kieran. I'm nervous, my man. 7 minutes to go. We've hit the 1,000 likes, so thank you to everyone that's hit the like button. I haven't even had to mention it once. You guys are amazing, thank you. And look, we'll switch off during the game. We won't talk about transfers or FSG or any of that stuff. We'll get stuck into supporting Arne and the boys. And fingers crossed we get ourselves the win today. Because I'm going as far as to say this, and I don't expect everyone to agree. But for me, win tonight, win the league. You know, I already think we are going to win the league. But tonight, win the league. That's the way it is for me at this moment in time. Because it will absolutely stand on any ambition or optimism Arsenal have and squash it. So that's where I'm at. Win tonight, we win the league. Brian, how are you? A Bostonian who has purse strings. Brian, how are you, mate? Gifting 50 Anfield Agenda memberships. I often wonder, is Brian really John W. Henry, who's just trying to, you know, do some good? I know he is, but thank you, Brian. Love you, mate. Appreciate you. Score prediction. Hand on heart, 2-1 or 2-2 is my guess at this score prediction tonight. 2-1 to us or 2-2. And I hope it's the first one. And I would have, you know, a draw to me wouldn't be the end of the world if it wasn't off the back of maybe the results that we've had against Manchester United and Spurs. Of course, one of them in the League Cup, but I still think that makes tonight a bigger game. It's under the lights at the City Ground. Forest are in incredible form at the minute, and they're absolutely flying. So we need to go and win. And of course, look, I'm sure that the competitor in the Liverpool players will want to avenge the defeat that Forest gave us at Anfield, which, you know, fair play to them. So yeah, I'm hoping that the competitors out there will want to get the 3 points and you know, not have Forest do the double over us. There's no way Zubimendi will pick Arsenal over Liverpool. Clearly FSG didn't offer him a good deal and we should cash in on Darwizzy. Said X-Laddie Plus. I think we are. So the rumours, or the reporting from Anfield Watch I should say, is that Edwards is over negotiating that, or is negotiating that. Turned down 70 million for Darwin. Wants 85 but will take 75. And I have to say, if you get 75 million from, sincerely well done. He's a Jedi with transfer negotiations when it comes to selling players. Edwards, I will say that about the man. He's an absolute Jedi at getting money. So if he can get 75 million for Darwin, brilliant. But it's still embarrassing that we're in this sell to buy position. We'll probably sign stopgap cheap aging Kimmich. Well, it looks like we're going after the 19-year-old striker. I think Barry Hunter is rumoured to be over in Germany trying to sort out a deal for him. Hey Craig, pity about David. Could listen to you talking Liverpool for ages, but your honesty is one of the reasons I love this channel. Keep speaking up. Thank you. I'm equally as devastated about it, mate, but it wasn't my decision, as I said. Oshiman would be good, Liverpool's number 9 as a Darwin replacement. So genuinely, hand on heart, Harry, I might be deluded here, but I think just promote Dan's up, because you've got 5 forwards at the club already. I'd just say promote Jayden Dan's up, honestly, because we didn't have Chiesa for the first part of the season, so we were kind of playing with 5 forwards. One of them was injured as well, with Jota at a time, so we were rotating 4. I think now if we sold Darwin, I would say give him a chance and see what happens. Jayden Dan's, I mean. Be kind to my friend Craig. Ian has a big vote tonight, fingers crossed. Well, do let us know how Ian gets on, Liz. And we know that he only ever looks to try and look after other people and help other people in need, Liz. So keeping our fingers crossed for you. Right, ladies and gentlemen. 3 minutes to kick off. Last time before we get underway, a massive thank you to our incredible sponsors Manscaped. Treat yourself to the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra this new year. Get yourself 20% off and free shipping store-wide at manscaped.com with our code Anfield20. Use that at checkout or scan the QR code in the bottom right hand corner. Treat yourself to the best male grooming package, in my humble opinion, on the planet, with thanks to our friends at Manscaped for their support as well. Right, let's have a little look-see again at the starting 11th for tonight. And we will start off with the Nottingham Forest team, which is Sells, Arne, Milinkovic, Murillo, Nico Williams, Yates, Anderson, Hudson-Odoi, Morgan Gibbs-White, Anthony Elanga and Chris Wood. For Liverpool, Alisson Becker in goal, Trent at right back, Andy Robertson at left back, Ibrahim Konate, who by the way has admitted he isn't 100% fit and came back early to help Liverpool after the Gomez injury. But we don't need centre-backs. Ibrahim Konate alongside your captain Virgil van Dijk. In midfield, it's Ryan Gravenberch, Alexis McAllister and Dominic Szoboszlai returns to the starting lineup in place of Curtis Jones. Up top, Diaz through the centre, Salah on the right, Cody Gakpo on the left. And your Liverpool bench, in case you haven't seen it, Kelleher, Endo, Chiesa, Jones, Elliott, Jota, Costas, Kwanzaa and Bradley. Right, I'm nervous. Almost kick-off time. Thank you, Trent66. Appreciate you, man. Right, we're in the white kit tonight. Thought we might have been in the black one, but the Reds are in the white kit tonight. And what a huge game this is in our season. It is. It's a very tough game. I'm really nervous about it. Right, Arne, what you got for us, mate? What you got for us? Chris Kavanagh is your referee tonight, for those who are asking. Massive, massive 90 minutes. Hopefully we can get the job done. Of course, we'll have our match reaction, our player ratings video coming up after the game as well, so stick around for that. You guys will get a chance to vote for your man of the match and, of course, submit your player ratings if you'd like to do so. The City ground absolutely buzzing and a sea of red. Obviously, why wouldn't they be flying at the minute, you know, in confidence? Right, Forest about to kick us off, playing from left to right. We are underway, ladies and gentlemen. We are underway. And their keeper does launch the ball out long, but not left, to the right-hand side, and we're underway. I'll sync up around 1 minute for everybody as well. Right, come on, boys. Stuck into them. Ball has gone out on this near side for Nottingham Forest throw in. Still waiting for this throw in to be taken. Right, eventually the ball's thrown forward. Virgil heads it away. Liverpool push out a little bit now. Ball is back with Forest. Lucho comes in, plays the ball out off the Forest player. That'll be a Liverpool throw in on this near side. Right, I'm going to sync up for you guys now in a few seconds. We are about to get to 1 minute and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Right, Virgil. Through to Luis Diaz. He's already dropped deep. Look how deep he came there, Diaz, to receive that ball. And you can see one of the Forest players is coming in to track him. So that should create space for a third man running behind eventually. Virgil now in possession. Again, look how deep Diaz is as he comes into the centre circle to receive the ball. Play it to Konate. Szoboszlai. Back to Virgil. Out to Konate, right hand side. Salah, he goes up the line. Looking for Dominic Szoboszlai. Murillo comes across. And Forest look like they're about to clear it. They hook it away. Gravenberch. How is that not a free, ref? He literally pushed him in the back right in front of you. Liverpool throw in now on the far side of the pitch. For those asking in the chat as well, by the way, Darwin Núñez suspended for this one because of an accumulation of yellows. Right, throw into Liverpool on the far side. Somebody show for him. God almighty, somebody show. Ball into Diaz again, who's dropped deep here. Lucho in possession. Goes out left-hand side to Cody Gakpo. Gakpo to Diaz. Inside to Maka. Lines it up for a shot. That shot's blocked and Forest clear away the second ball. Virgil to Robbo. Robbo goes long across looking for Mohamed Salah. Again cleared by Forest. Bit of head tennis going on here. Second balls, boys. Well in Gravenberch. Well in Salah. Come on, boys. Oh, when the Reds go marching in. Oh, when the Reds go marching in. I want to be in that number. Oh, when the Reds go marching in. Gakpo. Go on, Cody. Cuts inside. Gakpo. Oh, I can't get the shot away properly. He looked like he was off balance. And, yeah, skies that one. Cut inside, Gakpo. You knew what he wanted to do as soon as he cut inside. But was a little bit off balance as he hit the ball and it flew over the goalkeeper's crossbar. Graham said, big up Brian, paying £150 in Liverpool memberships. He's an absolute gent. I'm so looking forward to meeting up with Brian again in June when he's coming over to Ireland, so I can't wait to come and say hello in person again. But Brian's an absolute star, mate, and always so kind, gifting subscriptions and stuff like that. Right, Virgil in possession, centre circle. Not much on, so he goes to Maka. Again, Forest are sitting deep. You know that their plan is to counter and counter quickly. Virgil to Maka. Robbo, little 1-2 with Diaz. Back to Diaz. Again, final decision there. Not right. We've won it back though. Maka, through to Lucho. Lucho. Needs support. Plays it out left to Robertson. Back to Alexis McAllister. Maka puts the ball in deep, headed away by the Forest defence. Drops now to Ryan Gravenberch. Same as him, can't get his footing right and slices the ball and it goes over the keeper's crossbar. Tony Miller said FSG out or pay up. Yep. One of those two. I wish there was only one streaming service for football. Liam, it'd be brilliant. I'd love the Premier League to have their own streaming rights and have like a WWE style thing where you can get all the old games, all the current games, some behind the scenes stuff. I'd pay good money for that service every month. I'm sure a lot of Liverpool fans or even football fans would happily do that as well. So far it's been Liverpool just dominating possession, but Forest sitting back and Liverpool struggling to find a way to break them down as of yet. You know Forest are going to look to break quickly though from defence into attack as they have it now with Arne. They try a little triangle. Liverpool have won it back. Diaz. Back to Ibu. Again, Diaz. Look how deep he's coming to have to get involved. Salah now. Cross in. Oh, nearly dropped to McAllister. Second ball with Gravenberch. That's cleared by Forest as well, but Liverpool have plenty back here. Trent has it now on the far side. 66% of the possession so far for Liverpool, but only stat that matters is the scoreboard. Gravenberch, bit of space now to attack. Goes out to Salah. Salah to Gravenberch again, and we're leaning back with the shots. It's a little bit behind Ryan Gravenberch. He has to try and dig it out, but it sails over the keeper's crossbar yet again. I felt like he should have ran at the Forest centre-backs there, Gravenberch, and committed one of them and then maybe tried to play the ball in, but goes out to Salah. Salah back into Gravenberch and the shot just not great. Right, Sells with the goal kick, goes long. Virgil wins the header. Second ball is won by Forest though. Canade. Salah's outworked. Now Forest move it quickly. Wood. 1-0 Forest. 1-0 Forest. One attack, one goal. That's all it took. Giving the ball away. Salah gets dispossessed. Ball goes through the Forest. They move it quickly into Wood. And he has the freedom of the 18-yard box to bury it into the corner and give Forest the 1-0 lead. And they haven't had a sniff. We've had all the possession, all the territory, but no cutting edge. Again, comes from us giving the ball away in midfield. Canade tries to head it to Salah. Then look at this. 4 Liverpool players and 1 Forest forward. And he buries it in the far corner. 4 Liverpool players around him. 4. It's just too easy. It's just way, way too easy. Side foots it. Good finish from Wood. But it's just too easy. I'm sure that Arne Slot going there would have said all the usual things. Keep the crowd quiet. Don't give up any easy chances. And the very first attack the Forest have, they score from. And Alisson, again, could he have done better? Probably. I mean, if you're going to give him that side, you've got to make sure it's covered. He doesn't. But look, they're at it again now. Another attack, another strike. Half a yard wide. Where's our defence? But we don't need a defensive midfielder right now. Remember that. Because we were told that by James Pearce. We just give up chances and they score from them. But we don't need any help. Right, now we'll see what we're made of. 80 minutes left. Now it's over to us to see if we can turn it around. Ball in deep. Oh, headed away by Forest. Second ball, Robbo's there. I just don't understand how Wood got that space that easily. But it's not like Chris Wood is a speedster. Where was our defence? Just absolutely freed him to get into the penalty area and just side-footed into the goal. We're officially Interested FC and Sell to Buy, Aaron. Don't forget that one. Gakpo now. He goes down. Referee says nothing doing. Ball headed into midfield to Szoboszlai. Canade goes back to Alisson. Alisson out to Virgil. So, what you will notice, by the way, in that move that Forest scored from is there was no right back anywhere to be seen. Have a little look at it. You've got your centre-back coming back across the cover because your right back's missing in action again. But we're not allowed to be critical of Trent because he's keeping his silence, you know, to respect the club. Not respecting it on the pitch with any fucking good performances lately, mind now, but, you know, he's staying quiet, so he's brilliant. And Canade should have done better as well. I'm not absolving him of any responsibility there. But again, look at it. Wood there, Liverpool player dotted all around him. 2 behind on each side, 2 in front on each side. And Wood just strolled in and side-footed into the goal. Ball out left side to Gakpo. Gakpo puts the ball in. Again, not really aimed at anybody. Just a hopeful ball into an area. Cleared by Forest. Forest looked to count and Trent falls over. Well done, Trent. You fell over, lad. Well done. Well done. He fell over because he was out muscled. Forest again now on the attack with Arne down the right. Will I say sorry to Trent if he stays? For him playing shit? How is that my fault? How is it my fault that Trent's missing an action? That's down to me somehow, is it? Trent should be saying sorry to the fan base, mate, for not saying he wants to stay at the club or for telling us what's happening. So there'll be no apologies from me to anyone for speaking my mind. Like I've said, Trent's chosen to stay quiet. So that's on him. Ref playing an advantage here. Szoboszlai after getting clattered into and he's feeling it. He's gingerly getting back up to his feet. Again, Liverpool attack breaks down, cleared by Forest. Galileo B said, should Bradley play the rest of the season? I just want to know what the hell Trent's doing, mate, at this point. As in, where he's headed at. Because I can't watch a league title maybe slide away while he decides how many millions he wants. The whole thing just frustrates me. I should be, mate. I should be. Aaron said, when you stay quiet, you give the media the opportunity to talk for you, and that's never a good outcome. Exactly. Especially when Real Madrid are involved, because you know that they're going to be briefing their side of it. We have to take the bad with the good from Trent's advanced position in midfield. That was tactics that had him missing, to be fair. Look, to be fair, Royal Warzone, how many times do we give the ball away and concede chances? I've said for 3 years now we're our own worst enemies because a lot of the chances we give up are when we play sloppy passes. And that came from Canade half-arsing a header in towards Salah, which he could have brought down and chested. Salah being outworked and getting a foot put in ahead of him, and then Liverpool having nobody to be able to track back on Chris Wood. So I don't really care who's to blame on it, in all honesty, my friend. But we should be defending the situation better. But I get where you're coming from, but ultimately we conceded a stupid goal, and whoever's at fault for it, I really don't care. I just know that we've conceded again when we're in possession. Feel like we're not scoring at all tonight. No, look, I'm not going to say that, mate. There's a long way to go in the game, but we've done what we shouldn't have done, which was give Forest the momentum. Simple as that. Going here tonight, anybody who's ever been in a dressing room will have heard all these things from your manager. You know, going away from home like that, don't give them anything to get excited about. Quieten down the crowd. Make sure you're on top first 10 or 15. Nothing silly. The usual stuff. But we go there and give up the first goal of the night easily. Oh, Canada jumped over the ball there. Literally jumped over the ball as he went behind his head, and thankfully it bounced back off the Forest player. Come on, boys. Good ball, Salah. Diaz. Nice ball outside. Szoboszlai. Ball across. Again. Good defended by Forest. Good bit of play there. Mo does well. Plays it infield. We work it out to Szoboszlai. But that last ball again lacking. Even when we do have numbers on them, we're just not picking out a Liverpool shirt at the minute in the final third. So, they've had 2 shots on target in the game with 32% possession. We've had 68% of the ball and not tested the keeper once yet. By the way, folks, if you can help us out on a road to 300,000, please do hit that subscribe button. Be lovely to hit 294k tonight, but we need your help to get there. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. 18 minutes on the clock. And again, lots of territory, lots of Liverpool possession, but no real cutting edges of yet. Trent, it's all so slow. Like, there's just no fucking aggression or tempo in our play. It's all just slow, side to side, in front of Nottingham Forest. And then we just put in an aimless, hopeful cross and hope for a second ball. Diaz. Lovely ball out to Mohamed Salah on the far side. Salah outside of the foot, but no one's there. By the way, it always disgusts me to see how many people in the chat just give up when we concede a goal. There's 70 minutes left to play in this game, and we're more than capable of turning it around and winning it. So, you know, frustrations I get, but don't be giving up. There's a long way to go, and football can change very quickly. What we can't do is concede the second one. That's what we can't do. Virgil's clearance there almost fell to a Forest player. Plays it off the Forest player, and then it goes across the front of our 6-yard box, and Robbo thankfully clears it for a Forest throw-in. This is us, by the way, after resting a load of players, which feels mad. I can only come to one conclusion, by the way, here. Alisson needs to shave his head. Alisson shaves his head, now that's it. Everything's wrapped up. League, Champions League. Just get him in at half-time and shave his hair. Get the Manscaped dome out at half-time and shave Alisson's hair and watch us come out and win everything. Virgil to Robbo. Look at this slowness of this, lads. You're fucking walking, Virgil, but you jog forward, run at them, commit one of them. Like Virgil walking with the ball into their half, run at them, commit one of them so you can move it elsewhere and make a bit of space. He knows this. Robbo puts in a cross. Decent delivery to a good area, but no Liverpool player attacking it. Murillo puts it behind for a corner. Right, Robbo fella. Good delivery here. Let's go. Right, Robbo take the corner. Gives the signal. Cross in. Good ball in. Again, Forest head first on it. It was into a good area that. Gave the lads a chance, but again, Forest wanted it more. Szoboszlai now. Ball between the lines to Diaz. Fuck's sake. 4 shots we've taken in this game, and every one of them were at least 5 yards wide and high. Professional footballers getting paid a lot of money and can't hit the target from 20 yards. Can't even get near hitting the target. 4 times. It's not that hard to keep your knee over the top of the ball and keep it down. Like cutting across it and leaning back, it's just silly. Phil, I think I missed this one, mate. You said, I get players need a rest, but they can lose sharpness. Absolutely. But I guess you got to try and balance it out, right, over the course of a season. So it's difficult for managers in the modern day with the amount of games that come. But you expect when you do give them a rest to at least see a freshness and I guess an energy level there, Phil, that we're not seeing. Keep hitting that subscribe button, by the way, folks. We're really closing in now on the next 1,000. Thank you so much to everyone that's with us. Can we get to 294 tonight, which it would mean the race hot's up for that 300k. So thank you so much for that. Hopefully we can turn this around on the pitch as well. But it's going to take a spark. It's going to take something. Ball out wide right to Salah, who brings it under control. Salah cuts inside. Salah edge of the box. Dinks one in. Gakpo cuts in. Does get ahead of the defender. Tries to get a header on it. But again, high and wide. So it's decent work from Salah. You could see what he was trying to do. But again, that last bit of action in the penalty area just not right. I'm just watching that Chris Wood goal back here, and it's just all so easy. It's just all so easy for him. It's a good finish, but it's all just so easy. No pressure on him, no challenge on him. Trent overhits the ball to Gakpo and it goes out for a throw-in. UK Darren fan, thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Do you know what I can't help but think as a fan? That the players aren't a bit exhausted of all of this bullshit as well, about contracts, a lack of signings. They have to feel it. They have to. Pradeep, much appreciated, mate. McAllister. The Grafenberg. And look, he pops into the space. No one's finding him. He's in there. He's in between the lines. It's a bit late now that he's man-marked and you're feeding it to him. Go on, Ryan. Gakpo. Ball dinked in. Again. Cleared away by Forest. Ryan Gravenberch walked in between 4 players, in between the lines, and everybody just waited and waited, and then they passed it to him when there was 2 defenders on top of him, and thankfully found a way through, but it should be moved quicker. Canade to Diaz. Gakpo. Ball back to the byline. Gakpo puts in a cross, again straight to a Forest player. And Forest hook it away. Come on, boys. Again, look. Look at Maka. Look at Maka. Too slow. Gakpo. Another ball in. Ooh, almost. Almost. Szoboszlai got there, but Forest managed to hook it away. Unlucky. Trent. Yeah. Second ball. Again, Maka tries to overplay it, goes behind for a goal kick. Lots of territory, lots of possession, no cutting edge as of yet. It's a good defending there from, I think, Nico Williams, yeah. Gravenberch gets there, gets his header. It probably going goalwards, it may be in, but it comes off Nico Williams and they clear it away. Gakpo sometimes just seems way too predictable. I'd like to see him try to go around the outside on occasion to at least give the Forest defender something else to think about. Every time he gets it, they know what he wants to do. Cut inside onto his right foot and dink one in towards the far post. Are we not allowed to take long shots? We've taken 4, mate, and every one of them have gone at least 5 yards high and wide. I'm not even trying to be smart. Genuinely, we've taken 4 in this game from outside the box that I'm aware of, and every one of them haven't gone anywhere near the goal. Someone said he went outside twice. No, he didn't. He was played out wide. He didn't take the man on and go outside. He was played out wide. Trent. To Szoboszlai. Backwards to Kanade. Kanade. Out to Salah. Half an hour gone. Still Forest 1-0 up. Trent to Salah. Salah, go on, Mo. Go on. Unlucky. Just a little bit too much out of it. And it will be a Liverpool throw-in, though, on the far side. Come on, boys. Don't give up on them in the chat. It's not great, but don't give up on them. Everybody else is going to give up on us. The media, the press, opposition fans. We can't be giving up on ourselves, lads. Come on. Virgil. Gakpo. To Rob. Who are you playing it to, Rob? There's no one there, mate. Come on. I do find it funny that Arne's giving it this, right? When we're walking with the ball in possession and he's moaning at the ref about timekeeping. Bit more enthusiasm and energy from our boys in possession. And we could make up some of that time instead of walking side to side across the pitch. Szoboszlai delays that ball too long but plays one into Trent. Salah. Szoboszlai puts in a crossover, hits it, and it goes behind for a goal kick. Imagine an Arsenal fan. Imagine an Arsenal fan thinking he can come in and mock us. Mate, you are literally... Look up bottle jobs in the dictionary and you'll be there alongside a picture of Arteta crying. It's a disgrace. The balls were too round. Mate, your club are a nothing club. Don't be bothering coming in trying to bait and aggregate or get aggro with us, mate. You're a laughing stock. Just keep being a laughing stock. Keep playing people that should be in prison, and we'll take care of the moral outrage. Your club's literally putting players out there that should be in a prison cell. Mohammed said, it's our own fault, not Forest. We'll sit deep, try to get us on the counter. I get it. Look, that's their game plan, and it's an effective one for them. Especially when we keep giving the ball away and giving them chances to have counter-attacks where we aren't setting our positions, Mohammed. So you're spot on, mate. It's nobody else's fault that we're losing this game except their own. I have no argument about that. Right, mods, do me a favour. Any Liverpool fan that's calling their own team bottle jobs, just ban them for me, will you? Because I don't know who the hell they're supporting, so just ban them for me. You can be upset about a performance, but calling your own club a bottle job is pathetic. Come on, Lucho, you've one-on-one. One-on-one, mate, come on. Oh, fuck off! One-on-one. And instead of running at him, he talks left and right, and then eventually plays the ball off the Forest defender. For the love of God. Chris Wood can run through on goal and score, but Lucho decides to slalom left and right and then not play the pass through at the right time and clear what should have been a goal-scoring opportunity. This is an absolute joke. Look at this. He's a one-on-one with him, and he's scared to take him on. Oh, my God. 5-yard pass. He should have gone left, and as Murillo committed towards him, he would have had an acre of space then to slip in. But no, he stands there, running side to side on the spot, like, debating what he should do next. It's just no killer instinct there, none. It's more difficult than it looks. No, it's not. Stop, Caden. Stop insult. I played football, mate. There's not in any way difficult to run at a defender when you've 2-on-1. Instead, what he does is dawdle on the ball, take too long out of it, don't move one side or another to commit the defender, and then can't even play a simple 5-yard pass. But I'm supposed to sit here and think 2-on-1s are difficult for professional footballers. Come on now. Don't be silly. The only thing difficult about that was how hard he made the simple look. Good ball. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. Good ball over the top, looking to get in Mohamed Salah. It was a good bit of defending in the end by the Forest player. He put out an outstretched leg to bring it under control. If he didn't get a touch on that, Salah was in. Unlucky. Forest free kick. Just inside their own half right hand side. Canade to Diaz. Back out to Canade. Come on, boys. Salah. Trent. There's no movement ahead of him. Like, somebody give him an option. Oh, here, oh my lord. Now Diaz gets a simple ball passed into him and doesn't control it and has it taken off him. We'll just stop, lads. Come on. Diaz out to Trent. Trent, what was that? He just turns around and kicks the ball towards the penalty spot without a Liverpool player within 10 yards of it. Mohamed. Sorry. If there was one player in recent times who could unlock a stubborn defence, it was Suarez. Yes. I know we used to almost be able to just almost ricochet the ball through the defence. It was mad watching him slalom through. Keep hitting that subscribe button, by the way, folks. If you are joining us for the first time, welcome in. Still a bit of time left in this first half. 5 minutes plus stoppage time, but it's been more frustration in the final third, and of course shambolic defending again. Gakpo. Back to McAllister. Takes a deflection. That'll be a Liverpool corner. Corner to Liverpool near side. Joanne, how are you, mate? Welcome in. Come on, boys. Something. Come on, boys. Get something from this. Cross in. Again, it's a Forest head that gets on the end of it. Trent tries a low drive. It's defended by Forest again. And Trent goes all the way back to Alisson. Canade. Out to Salah. Back to Trent. Szoboszlai. Trent. Maka. Szoboszlai, who gets rustled off it. Wins it back. Then gives it away again. And then fouls the Forest player. Referee books Elliot Anderson, I believe, during all of that as well. Or was it Gibbs White? Sorry, maybe. Oh, Forest are in again. Well defended, boys. Now, come on. Szoboszlai. Out to... Oh, he's offside. It was Gibbs White that got the yellow card. My apologies. It was Gibbs White, not Anderson. If I'm Arne Slot, Robbo falls over now. I've seen it all now. Standing up's too much for our full-backs now, lads. We can't even stand up. We'll add standing up to the list now. Hey, Joanne, my pleasure. Thank you for being in with us. Forest throw in on the far side. Throw in from Forest. Cleared by Gravenberg, but it'll be another Forest throw in near the halfway line. Who's been the best player during the first half? For us, got Maka. Maybe Maka, yeah. I mean, Salah's done okay, but he's been isolated too far wide. Szoboszlai hasn't been at his best. Diaz has been all over the shop. I mean, there isn't really many great performances to speak of out there at the minute. They've all done fuck all. So people are saying to me, Macca's done F all. They've all done F all. So, you know, it's a difficult one to be asked who's the best player out there when not really too many of them are doing well. And then Mac is just giving it away there just to re-emphasise that I was wrong at that point. That's a Liverpool throw-in. Right, we've had the 45 minutes. 1 minute of additional time added on by Chris Kavanagh. Looks like we'll be going in a half-time trailing by a goal to 0. The game's on TNT Sport for those asking. TNT Sport. Trent to Salah. Come on, Mo. Come on, a little bit of magic, Mo. Nope. Dribbled straight into a player and dispossessed. If it bleeds, Diaz off, Gakpo in the middle, Chiesa on the left. My shout would be Elliott to come on, because there's space between the lines that I don't think we have anybody in there able to exploit, and I'd like to see Elliott put on to try and attack that space. Half time, ref blows the whistle, and that was an absolutely unacceptable first half on every single level. That's all I can really say about it. I don't have too many positives other than that's the end of the 45 minutes and Arne Slot has a chance to go in there now and ask these lads how much they want the league title. Because after resting a load of players for the Accrington game and coming out with that display, it's just not good enough. He'll know that. He doesn't need me to tell him that. So let's have a look at some of the numbers from that first half. Incredibly, Liverpool have had 71% of possession to Forest 29. Total shots in the game, Liverpool have had 8 shots. Guess how many of them have been on target? 0. Not one. Not one damn shot in 45 minutes from the Forest goal on target. Not one. Forest have had 3 shots, 2 on target, 1 goal. Dangerous attacks, 37 for Liverpool, 13 for Forest. Corners, 2 for Liverpool, none for Forest. Total passes, 276 for Liverpool, 116 for Forest. But ultimately, no energy, no fight, no aggression, no rhythm. Nothing. Just a very flat, uninspiring 45 minutes. And Forest probably can't believe their luck. One chance in the game to Woody buries it. A chance that we, by the way, helped them with by giving the ball away in midfield. We're playing like we've already won the league, said Nessie. We're playing like we don't want to win the league, Nessie, is what I would say, mate. We haven't turned up again. Look, I agree with most of the comments in the chat. Like, I'm biting my tongue here because I don't want to go in on the players and the manager again because there's enough anger around at the minute. But all I can say is, you don't need me to tell you that wasn't good enough. The players won't need us to tell them that wasn't good enough. But unfortunately, we can't turn this around. Only the boys in that dressing room can turn it around. And Arne has got to get stuck into them. Because it's all been just too lackadaisical, too slow, too arrogant, just not good enough. V. Aaron said, honestly, we need a proper number 9 out and out goal scorer. Sick of seeing cutting inside to shoot wide, just my opinion. I'm sick of aimless crosses. I'm sick of not attacking the byline and pulling it back. I'm sick of not utilising the space between the lines that's been there the whole game that Mack has tried to pop into and Gravenberg's walked into on a few occasions. And I'm sick of nobody getting their eyes up and picking them out. Personally, that's what I'm sick of. And I'm sick of every time we turn the ball over, we somehow seem to concede a goal or a very good chance from it because we can't defend them. You know, that's where I'm at, if I'm being really honest with you. It's just frustrating again. And I don't want to be knocking anybody because I want their confidence up, but I can't sit here and lie about what we're seeing either, you know? Fraser said, another manager who can't break down a low block. Mohammed said, did you see we're jogging with the ball? Yeah. Sometimes Mohammed walking across the pitch with the ball. Virgil, in one time in that first half, Virgil picked up the ball pretty much on the halfway line. Walked 3 yards forward, nobody came near him. Walked another 2 yards forward, nobody came near him. And rather than trying to run at the defence and maybe commit a player, he just goes for a sideways pass again. That sums it up for me. Just nothing obvious is there, so I'm going to go sideways inside. Don't try and make that happen. You have a 2-on-1 where Diaz is running at a defender. And he goes one way or the other. Make a decision. Go left, open up space and tuck the ball in to the oncoming runner, who I think was Dominic Szoboszlai. But no, he dawdles on it and then plays a half-arse pass that the defender sticks out a leg and clears. Should have been 1-1. Not good enough. Yes, Liz. All of that, Liz. All of that. We're literally playing into their hands. I know, mate. Everything that you're saying and feeling is justified. It's right. It's just no energy. I don't understand where the energy is lacking in, because these lads have been rested, a lot of them. Chris Chan said, Craig, I'm tired of conceding first. I get you. Sorry, this one. I'll get to Christians in a second. Craig, I'm tired of conceding first on the back foot. Especially in a game, bro, where you know that's the one thing you're not doing, right? You're not going there and giving up an easy chance to concede first away from home. You're not going to give them that ability then to dig deeper and sit back. But no, we give it away with a half-arse header in midfield. Salah gets out, battled for the ball. And then we have 4 defenders and 1 Chris Wood. And he scores. It's just too easy. Christian said, why do so many useless crosses? Slot looks frustrated. We look a mess out there. Much love. Thank you, Christian. We do look a mess out there. And I know that journalists want to lie to us all and tell us that players don't. None of this seeps through. The contract situation, the lack of transfers. None of it matters because they're all professionals. Does that look like a professional performance to anybody? Again, I'm just trying to call it like I see it. Does that look like a team that are absolutely flying with confidence, all pulling for each other, full of energy and belief? Does it? No, it absolutely does not. So trying to tell us otherwise is just nonsense. Now, we're less than 200 away from 294,000 subscribers. So on a bleak night, thank you to everyone that is hitting that subscribe button. And if you can keep doing it, Really would appreciate it. The more in our community, the better. The stronger our voice gets. Owen said, Robertson's simply not good enough anymore. Gakpo lost. Awful on the left side. Robbo can't even jog backwards without falling over now. You know, when he's not giving away silly penalties recently, he's falling over now and giving chances away. I don't know what to say anymore, man, because I love Robbo to bits. Diaz's chance was shocking. Bring on Jota now. It's absolutely unacceptable, Zohib, that chance being wasted like that. Absolutely unacceptable. Forest had a 1-on-4 and scored. We had a 2-on-1 and somehow didn't even get a shot on target. Actually, didn't even get a shot out of it. Looks like Mo has blown the gasket. I think he's just not... We've not been able to get Mo involved in an area closer. He's starting his attacks far too wide. And he's having to try to play his way in. But... yeah. Andrea Jones, welcome to Anfield Agenda FC. Thank you so much for joining us. Here we are, bottling yet another league title. I mean, can we not go into the bottling stuff? Let's not do opposition fans and other outlets work for them, folks. I get it. And I'm not trying to say you've no right to be angry and frustrated by that. You've every right to be. But let's not get into the calling us bottler shit. You know, we can be angry about a performance. We can demand more. Certainly with regard to investment and all. But come on. Second half to come. Let's see what happens. And like I said, I'm with you all on it not being good enough. Uh, 1-0 City now in their game, by the way. Thoughts on the ref? Look, Joel, I got to be careful when I talk about the referees, right? Because I don't think referees in the Premier League are good enough, full stop. But I also don't believe in any way, shape or form that it's the referee's reason we're losing. The referee's the reason we're losing this game of football. So look, referees aren't great in the Prem. Kavanagh hasn't been great tonight. But it's not the reason we're not winning the game. We're not winning the game because we haven't been good enough. You know, it's on us. I hope FSG are watching this. Of course they're not watching it. Like, they don't give a damn. They'll throw over if we get a trophy to come out and, you know, pretend like they care and all. But you and I know they don't give a shit. As long as the value of the assets going up, that's all John cares about. Missed the first half, was out, heard it's not being great. I'm so pissed off with the lack of investment and the Zubimendi situation, said Corbyn. Well, you didn't miss much in the first half in regards to anything promising from us, mate. The best chance we had in the half, we managed to turn into not a chance. We've had 4 or 5 shots from distance, haven't tested the keeper once. Crosses going into aimless people with nobody in there. Just not really enough fight and spirit in that performance so far. If I see any more throw-ins from the opposition's end, go straight to Alisson, I'm going to lose it. Oh, stop, mate. In the first half, there was 2 or 3 occasions there where we had corners and stuff, and second balls came out on the edge of the box, going a bit backwards, and we're going all the way back to Alisson with them. Did my head in as well. Rad said, Craig, feels like the protracted contract drama has taken hold of the dressing room, but we're Liverpool. Come on, lads, we still have the second half. But, mate, all the journalists have told us we're wrong about that. Remember, these lads are all pros. Doesn't matter that their livelihoods are on the line. They don't know where their family futures are going to be or what part of the world they're going to be living in. You know, we're not allowed to say the obvious stuff because the journalists have told us, mere meagre fans, that we're wrong and everything's great. And everyone's singing Kumbaya in the dressing room and, you know, they're all in there now playing hopscotch, I'd imagine, at half-time, telling each other how great everything is and, you know, being absolutely buzzing, being 1-0 down and potentially letting Arsenal into a title race again. I'm sure everything's fucking tickety-boo. But no doubt the usual will write about, you know, an off night for the Reds and fuck off. All of it. Just stop with the nonsense and call it like it is. John's cheap and he's going to see another season fall apart because he's cheap. And he won't do his damn job. And he's asking the manager and the players to operate with one hand tied behind their back, like fatigue doesn't exist. The whole thing is a joke. It's a joke. And it's not anything we can solve as fans. And if Arne's not getting players, it's nothing he can solve other than what he has out there on the pitch. And that performance hasn't been good enough, by the way. Sorry, there's a couple more I want to catch up with. Nick said, can we put on a right back? Trent has been malfunctioning in that role lately. Well, Bradley's there if the manager wants to utilise him. Stevie Boy said, slow ball movement side to side. This is on the manager. Certainly is on the manager and the players, mate. This performance, absolutely. You know, there's no excusing the performance after having a chance to rest some of the players and plenty of time to work on this game. And they knew what they were coming in to face as well. So I'm with you on that one, mate. I'm not trying to excuse the poor performance either. Gary said, yes, playing bad, but only ones bottling it are fans giving up too easy and FSG not spend the money. I get it. I'm with you. I don't like seeing anybody talk about us bottling it from our own fan base. You can be upset about a performance, of course, but I'm with you, man. We need to be sticking together and hoping that we turn this around. Big 45 minutes to come. Let's see what the lads are made of now. Let's see what they can come out there and do. Last few games, we need to go into the transfer market, said David Massett. Thank you, David, and I agree. We look a little bit fatigued, mate. They're human beings, but also none of it affects them. Yeah, I know, mate. These are the hypocrisies that we have to swallow a lot of the time. Right, I got to give a little shout out to our sponsors, of course, as well. Manscaped, we wouldn't be here today without them, so thank you. Why not check out the Chairman Pro package if you're looking for a new shaving set? This is potentially the one for you from the world's leading male grooming partner, I should say. Check it out and get 20% off and free shipping store-wide at manscaped.com with our unique code Anfield20. Scan the QR code in the bottom corner of the screen or use that at checkout. I hope we find our balls for the second half because we weren't showing too many there in the first. So, someone saying games like this, we miss Coutinho so much. Do you know what the funny thing is, though? We have a player on the bench who I think can come in there and find space between the lines in Elliott, but he's not been given a chance to do it. Semenyo scored to put Bournemouth 2-1 up against Chelsea, by the way. Second half, a massive second half. Come on, boys. Honestly, I hope Arne Slot has laid in a half-time and at least going to get a response from the lads. So look, second half about to get underway, ladies and gentlemen. Again, thank you to everyone that's joined us. If you haven't hit the like button, please do. And of course, 165 subscribers away from 294,000. So if you haven't subscribed, please do take a second, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 300,000 by the end of this month. And all of your help is greatly appreciated. This is what no ambition looks like, said Mr. Wolfhound Gaming. I get that, bro, and you're not wrong. But we can't sort that out now in this 45. All we can take care of is the performance in the second half and go from there. But you are right, mate. Right, no changes made at half-time. From a Liverpool perspective. Second half about to get underway. Liverpool playing from left to right. Just waiting for the Forest player to learn how to tie his shoelaces and then we're good to go. Somebody get one of the mascots to teach this Forest lad how to tie his fucking laces. He's still at it. And we're underway. And straight away from kick-off, pass the ball all the way back to Alisson, who goes long left-hand side. where the ball ricochets straight to a Forest player. Oh, Liverpool have won it back, and it's gone out though for a throw-in on the far side. All teams love playing against us. We show no fight in defending and winning second balls, and we need to shoot, or we can't shoot, said Mohammed. It always baffles me, bro, as so many professional footballers lean back when they're shooting. Free kick now here to Liverpool in a decent position to get a cross in. Wide left, so a decent chance here to put in a good delivery. Sagan said, this lot lead a Neil Warnock chat at half time. Send me in, coach. Put me in there, mate. I'll give them a half time rollicking. Yes, that was the doggo, mate. He heard another dog outside, wants to go out and talk with him. Right, free kick to Liverpool. Wide left. Robbo and Trent both over it. And they don't beat the first man with the delivery. Straight to a Forest player standing on the front of the 6-yard box. Man on. Salah. Another aimless cross. Takes a deflection straight to the keeper. Rinse and repeat. Mukwepa said, Craig, thought you were moaning, but I see you're frustrated with the lack of investment to these owners. Mate, you know when you do the same stuff every season, you get yourself into a good position, right? And then fatigue, injuries, and a lack of form kick in and it all unravels a bit. We seemingly don't want to learn a lesson from that. And when we put ourselves in these positions, we don't go there and lay down a marker and strengthen it and make sure that we go into the second half of the season to attack it and not just stumble over the line. And that's what frustrates me, because we could all see it coming year after year. And why was this year going to be any different? Oh, here we go. Chance. Trent. No, dispossessed. Forest are awesome. We're not on their current level of form, but form is temporary and class is permanent. I hope these half-hearted fans eat their words and thoughts a full time. So do I. All of us want to be eating those words, Jordan. Trust me, but you know, let's see what we can do in this 45. I will sync up now in a second, by the way. We're getting to 48 minutes, so 48 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The ref has to start hurrying Forest up with some stuff as well. I get it. If I'm them, I'm trying to get away with it as well, but it's on the ref to figure it out. Gakpo, Soboslai takes too much out of it and allows a challenge to come in on him and be dispossessed when all he had to do was toe poke it out left. Ball back now with Canade. 2-0 City in that game now, according to the chat. Look, City, honestly, they're not getting back into the title race. Even City aren't. There's just way too many points there for them to make up. And now Liverpool give away a free kick. Alexis McAllister with a late challenge. Of course, Forest will milk this and stay on the ground for a few minutes. And again, not having a dig of Forest, they're within their rights to try and waste time. It's up to the referee to figure it out. I wouldn't be so sure. Honestly, mate, look at the league table. There's too many points to make up. I get it. They're a dangerous animal and a wounded animal. I get all of that. But it's not going to happen this year for them. So you know what'll happen if we lose this game and we get annoyed about it? We'll be told, you know, it's a blip. You know, it's a slump. Don't over-exaggerate it. All the usual stuff, because we're not allowed to call out what we see in front of us, which is just a fatigued team running out of ideas at the minute, who are obviously a little bit... Oh, Szoboszlai. Ball played across our front line, played towards Szoboszlai, who, rather than receive it and run directly at the centre of two defenders, steps over it and lets it go to a Forest player. And he could have run straight at the heart of that Forest defence with it. Fuck me. Well done, Salah. No, Diaz again. Can't pass the football. Diaz can't pass the ball. Another one he's laid off straight to a Forest player. What was that from Canade? Did you see the side? Like, how did it... Oh, how was Canade not able to hook that ball upfield, lads? Honestly, how does he side foot that in midair out for a throw in, rather than wrapping his foot around it and hooking it upfield? It's simple little silly things like that. Gibbs White now. Cross in from the far side. Thankfully past everybody. Gakpo plays it up to Szoboszlai. Or excuse me, to Diaz. He's literally being fucking wrestled in front of you, ref. Anderson eventually gets a yellow. Like, shocked, surprised he gets a yellow for basically trying to be a human backpack for Diaz. Oh, it was Ryan Yates that got booked. Sorry, I said the wrong one again. My apologies. It was Ryan Yates that got booked. My apologies. Diaz out to Trent. Diaz gives it away again. Forest trying to transition. Maka fells him. Free kick Forest. Ball played out right hand side. Forest in possession. Cross in. Van Dijk heads it to the edge of the box, where it comes to Szoboszlai. He plays a nice ball into Trent. Lads, I don't even know what to say about that pass from Trent. I don't know what to say. I've no words. I've no words. $15 yards. 15 yards of area to work with for that ball for Trent. 15 yards. Could have played it left or right, and he puts it straight to a Forest player. I mean, it's appalling. Out to Trent again. Good ball in left side. No one fighting for it. Headed away by Forest. But it will be a Liverpool corner. I'd love to ask our players at times and our manager, what do they think is going to happen from lumping aimless balls into an area? Because we've not had anything from it in this game. Nothing. Right, corner to Liverpool. 10 minutes gone in the second half. Robbo over it. Goes short. Second ball for Robbo. Skies it. Far side of the penalty area. Szoboszlai. Trent. Dings the ball over. Robbo heads the ball behind for a goal kick. Doesn't let it drop over his head and try and bring it down or at him with his left foot. Just throws his stupid head at it and puts it behind. I mean, okay. I don't know if his head's not at Liverpool. But his head's not right, is what I'd say. "56 minutes away from home, still haven't had a shot on target. Not one shot on target, 56 minutes. Gravenberch, Diaz, who can't control it and the ball gets away from him. Yet again. Yet again. Yet again. Yet again. 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 Gravenberch now gives it away this time. Thankfully, Forest make a mess of the ball forward. Fuck's sake. Lads, what does Arne need to see more before he realises this ain't working and it's time to make changes? I don't know what else he needs to see out there. Szoboszlai to Salah. Back to Trent. Out to Salah. Take him on, Mo. Good ball. Oh, fuck's sake. Mo plays a lovely ball into Szoboszlai, and I don't know why he doesn't just put the goddamn laces through it and lift it up, but he tries to square it back across, I think. Yep, tries to square it back across the goal rather than turning and putting his laces through it, and another chance goes a begging, and it goes behind. He wasn't even shooting, by the way, from 6 yards out. Corner in, cleared away by Forest again. Second ball won by Forest, and they look to counter. They had a 3-on-1 there, and thankfully Gravenberch was back to mop it up, because there was 3 Forest players on 1 Liverpool player, and thankfully Gravenberch had enough awareness to be in the right place, or that would have been 2-0. Robbo, cross in, comes across, Salah drags it wide. Many shots is that now in the game? 10? 11? Not one on target? "130 subscribers to go, by the way, so please do help us out to hit 294,000. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do, and thank you for being with us. It's a grim night so far. Stargirl said, "We're that bad at the moment, I wish we were allowed to sub 11 players off the pitch." I hear you, and I feel you, mate. You're still talking with Jota, though. Get Chiesa, Elliott and Jota on the pitch. Just go for it. Like, stop dicking about. Get 3 players on the pitch or we're going to run at people and have a go. What do you recommend Slot does to change this? As I said, Get Grafenberg off. Not Grafenberg, sorry. Get Dominic Szoboszlai off. He's not at it today. Get Diaz off. He's not at it today. Bring on Chiesa. Bring on Jota. Bring on Elliott as well. And I don't care who the other player he whips off is. Maybe even get Bradley on and get rid of Trent. But looking at this crap for an hour and accepting it is just not good enough. Not one shot on target. Not one. So yeah, that's what I would do. I love Slot, but my God, bring the subs on. Same. I'm frustrated by it. Now Trent's giving away a stupid free kick. That's it. Stroll around the pitch, mate. Stroll around the pitch with your fucking arrogant attitude, half-arsing it, and giving away stupid free kicks. Good man, Trent. But I'm not allowed to say it though, because he's staying silent. Need to get Jota on. Thank you, Scott. The referee needs to grow a pair here and deal with this situation better. Virgil, just back up. Get away from the fucking free kick. Stop trying to talk to people and get back and defend. Standing over the free kick there, still talking to Forest players. Get back in your 6-yard box and defend. Scott, welcome to Anfield Agenda FC. Thank you, mate. So, free kick here to Forest, right on the edge of the box. Shot was saved by Allison from the free kick. Second ball back in, over hit and it goes behind for a goal kick. No wall, by the way. No wall. Didn't even be our setting up a wall there. Right footer gets a shot away and we have Salah standing there on his own as the wall. Still no change, by the way. Still no change. 64 minutes nearly now. Still no shot on target. Still no substitutions. People say it's 2-2 to City. Honestly, at this point, I'm more concerned about what I'm seeing from Liverpool than City. Only 108 subscribers to go, so thank you to everyone that's hitting that button. Oh, it's 4:20, Brian, for you guys. I'll celebrate for you tonight, Brian. I'll celebrate it for you tonight soon, don't worry. Free kick, cleared again by Forest. Trent. Another cross in. Diaz tries to watch it sail onto his head, but Forest defender actually moves towards the ball. Oh, he's bringing on fucking Costas. Oh my days. Canade's coming off to be replaced by Costas. And Jota's coming on. So Robbo's off. Costas is on. Canade's off and Jota's on. Goal! Yes! Diogo! Seconds on the pitch! Seconds! And he scores 1-1. Come on! He's only on the pitch seconds and he scores. Come on! By the way, was that Costas who took that? Did Costas take that corner? Because Diogo gets up above everybody and buries it. But was it Costas that took it? If that's the case, wow. Oh my days. Now that is an impact substitution. Costas with the delivery and Diogo Jota scores it with their first actions after coming off the bench. Wow. Now that is an impact. Wow. Oh my days. I don't think any, even the most optimistic coach in the world, would expect an impact that quickly, but Costas with the delivery, Jota with the header, and we're back on level terms. Wow. Look at this. Diogo putting himself about already more than half the rest of the boys. Come on, Diogo. There he is. Go on. Keep battling. Keep battling, Diogo. Go on. Come on. Craigie Slot making big moves there with the changes. Or Arne Houlden. Whichever one you think. That's honestly insane, that impact. $90 subscribers to go, by the way. Can we win the game? You laughed at the Costa sub, right? I absolutely did, mate, yes. And I'm going to bring your comment up on screen because it's a fair one. But, come on. You can't say that when you've seen Canade and Robbo coming off and Diogo and Costas coming on, you didn't at least go, what? Because you're taking off a left back for a left back and then a centre back for a striker. So, of course, I was laughing at it, mate, because it seemed mental. But, you know what? I'm so happy to be wrong. I'm always happy to be wrong, bro. Salah, ball across. Come on, go win it now, boys. Go win it. Oh, God, go win it. Jota tucks inside. Oh, he forced the save from Sells. Well done, Diogo. Diogo making stuff happen. Diogo's had more shots on target in 3 minutes than the rest of the team in the whole game. Oh, we look like a different team with Diogo Jota up there leading the line, looking like he's up for the fight. Diogo's a man on a mission. You've got your man of the match answer already, by the way. Wow. Right. Chelsea have equalised, by the way, in their game. It's 2-2. Chelsea have equalised against Bournemouth. Murph said I couldn't help it. No, man, you're right. Look, you call me out on these stuff, I'll take it in good grace. Because, you know, it is what it is. But, as I said, Murph, more than happy to be wrong, dude. More than happy to be wrong. Right, now we got to Big 20 minutes to see this through and try and nick the 3 points. Come on, boys. I'm saving Newland for the winner, lads. That's why I haven't brought Newland up properly yet. I'm saving him for the winner. And by the way, we've now gone over 8,250 people in the chat. So, welcome into all of you. If you haven't subscribed, please do and help us get to 294. But most importantly, lads, now that we've got back into this game, no more conceding. Well done. Ball played in. Allison gathers it. 20 minutes to go. Come on, boys. There's Costas, the little hero that he is. I always knew when he was coming off the bench he was going to have an impact. And there was all of you lot laughing at him. LFC Fran from the USA. I think it's time for me to get a Jota jersey. He always comes good in the clutch for us. I'm looking at one on my wall right now. So across from me on my wall, I've got a Virgil jersey, a Diogo jersey, and a Trent jersey hanging up on the wall. And yeah, I want to go over and air hump that Jota shirt right now. Oh, there was a membership there. Gumi, welcome back to Anfield Agenda FC, bro. Right, come on. Break these hearts. Let's go, boys. Come on. Salah. Soboslai. Looking for Maka. Couple of ricochets. Ball goes behind. Forest goal kick. Come on, they're there for the beat now, boys. Let's go. Now it's Forest that are starting to look a bit leggy. Let's go. What we'd give for Jota being fit for the rest of the season, said Josh. Yeah, look, mate, you want your subs to make an impact. And apart from the goal, which from him and Costa's perspective was top-notch, apart from that, Diogo's fighting spirit since he's come on the pitch seemingly has lit a fire under some of those other Liverpool players. And we look like we're at it a lot more. And that's down to Diogo. And, of course, the manager for bringing him on. What formation are we playing at the back? Yep. I don't know, mate. I still can't square what happened bringing off Kanate to bring on Jota, but I think we're going to a back three. Soboslai, out to Salah, back into Dom, hit it. He does the same thing he did a moment ago, doesn't lift the ball and plays it low across the front of goal and Forest clear it. He needs to start getting underneath that ball a little bit. Here comes Curtis Jones now. I'm saying nothing. Or do I slag Jones and then he scores a winner? What am I supposed to do here? Panda, welcome to Anfield Agenda FC, mate. Diaz coming off to be replaced by Curtis Jones. Jones going to do nothing in this game. Jones going to do nothing. Going to stink the gaff up. Insert sarcasm comment there, by the way. Just hoping, you know. Hoping that reverse psychology works. Slot is a joke. Oh, mate, there's so much I want to say in answer to that, but what I think I'll just say is nothing and just ban you. I'm trying to grow out of the mother jokes and all, you know. Look at Diogo again. Go on. He's like a skier slaloming his way through. 58 subscribers, and we've got a break in play now with the Forest player down with his 58,000th boo-boo of the day. Somebody ring an ambulance for them, will you? Because these Forest players are going down like they're on a battlefield out there. So, yes, do hit that subscribe button. Let's get this done and dusted so we can concentrate on getting the victory. Come on, boys. Look at that impact. They're showing the replay of the shot of goal. Comes on, talks to Diaz, gets into the penalty area, heads the ball into the goal, and that's Jota's first impact on the game. Forest making a change now. Yates off, Dominguez on. 15 odd minutes left. Come on, boys. Let's go win this. Gakpo. Jones. Back to Maka. Headed away by Forest. Second ball drops. Trent gets there. Oh! Hit it! Oh! How did he save it? Oh, I thought that was the winner. Sells makes the save. What a save that was. Come on, boys. Come on, Trent. Get back. Get back. I thought that was the winner, boys. I thought that was it. What a save by Sells. Right, come on. The game's starting to stretch now. Come on, boys. Right, Forest over, hit the ball across field. It's a Liverpool throw in. How did Sells? Let's have a look at this. Oh, I think it hits a defender's leg as well when it gets past him. Let's have a look. What a save from Sells. Come on, come on, keep pressing. Don't foul. Keep pressing them, Ryan, that's right. Come on, boys, get up, get up, get up. Right, ball given back. Come on, head up, Dom, head up. Salah now, come on, boys, come on. Into Gakpo. Oh, low ball across again, defended back. Salah, strike, blocked, it's up in the air. Charles Star Adventures, welcome to Anfield Agenda FC, my friend. Thank you for joining us. Well done, Ryan. Come on, boys. Let's go get this winner. Let's go. 43 subscribers is all we need, by the way. Come on, boys. Throw into Liverpool on the far side. Come on. Costas now. Ball into Jota. Back to Gakpo. Oh, Szoboszlai again stepping over balls for no fucking reason. That's twice in the game now. Rather than take it on himself, he steps over it and Forest run away with the ball. Well in. They defend it. Great ball into the channel to Salah. Come on, Mo. Hold it up. Hold it up. Right. Now somebody show from. Come on. Diogo, unlucky. He's dispossessed. Come on, boys. 10 minutes to go. Well in, boys. Come on. Head up. Head up. Diogo. Out to Salah. Come on, boys. They're tiring. Let's go. Hit it, Mo. Hit it. Oh, fuck's sake. Come on. Jones. Come on, boys. It's there for us. Szoboszlai. Ooh. Liverpool corner, I think. Yeah, corner to Liverpool. How is that not a little clip on Salah's heel, by the way? How is that not a clip on Salah's heel? Oh, that fucking cross is awful this time. Doesn't beat the first man. Come on, Ryan. Szoboszlai, come on. Ref, get out of the way. Right, second balls, lads. Come on. 8 minutes plus stoppage time. Come on, boys. They're tired. Let's go. Trent. Szoboszlai. Salah. Oh, fucking hell. Another shot skied over the bar. Why are we leaning back hitting shots? Knee over the top of the ball. At least make the keeper work. $23 subscribers to go, folks. Keep hitting that button. Come on. If you want a winner, hit the button. Don't know how that correlates, by the way, but 7 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Come on, boys. How are we? Come on. Why are we looking at the Forest owner when the ball's on the pitch and play? Right, Salah. Come on. Oh, he's made a mess of it again! Heavy touch by Salah. Lets the goalkeeper come out and get there. Come on, boys. Surely at this point, it's worth taking Salah off and bringing on Chiesa. Trent skinned again there, by the way. Hudson-Odoi puts in a cross that thankfully no Forest player got on the end of, excuse me. Come on, boys. Forest throw in again on the far side. 5 minutes plus stoppage time to go. I'm not saying sub Salah, by the way, out of insult for Salah or anything, but just for a different option. Right, Trent, come on. Come on. Right, Salah, here's another chance for you. Come on. Oh, fuck's sake. Jones. Come on. Well done, Costas. Tucks inside. Goes back on the left foot. Back to Szoboszlai. To Trent. Trent tries to strike. It's blocked. Come on, boys. Maka has it now. To Szoboszlai. To Salah, who miscontrols it again. Jota. Szoboszlai. Another Liverpool corner. Why is Szoboszlai afraid to lift the ball off the ground? Oh, sorry, it wasn't Szoboszlai. My apologies. That was Jones. My apologies. That was Jones. Sorry. By the way, do keep hitting that subscribe button. You're helping for a winner here. 3 minutes and a bit plus stoppage time to go. Corner to Liverpool. Better delivery cost us than the last one, bro. Come on. Ball in. Oh, headed away by Forest. I see Costas. Protect the ball. He's on for you there, but... Oh. Gravenberch. Come on, boys. Out to Szoboszlai. Gakpo. Back to Szoboszlai. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Maka to Salah. Oh! Salah tries a curler and Sells gets a one-handed save on it and puts it behind for another corner. Close. Unlucky, Mo. Oh. Come on, boys. Great save that. Not much more Salah could have done with that one. Another corner. Trent to take this one. Ball in. Oh, keeper comes out and gets a touch. Salah. Oh, it's cleared off the line. Fuck off. Cleared away, drops to Salah, who puts it over the bar again. He had one cleared off the line that was so unlucky. Forest making 3 changes now. My heart's gone 100 miles an hour, folks. I can't lie. Carter, how are you, young man? I hope that you're well. Keep fighting, bro. And thank you for being with us. Buildup, much love to you and your son, bro. Carter, sending you love, my friend. Right, there should be a decent drop of stoppage time here. He's letting them take a goddamn eternity over everything. Come on, referee. Seven minutes. 7 minutes to come and get a winner. Come on, boys. 7 minutes. Come on. Come on. Oh, we made a mess of it then on the far side. Look, they're just... Ref, come on. They're taking the piss about how long they're taking to take everything now. They're on the ropes. They know they're on the ropes. Forest fans are trying to get them back over the line. Come on, boys. We've already had 90 seconds of the 7. Come on, boys. Trent across to Virgil. Out to Gakpo. Come on, boys. Oh, another save! Jeez, Sells, will you go away? Gakpo cuts inside. Hits it and Sells touches it round the post. Five minutes of stoppage time to go. Another Liverpool corner. Do keep hitting that subscribe button, folks, because do you see the pressure's turning up here? Come on, boys. Oh, ref, will you stop letting them waste time? Oh, corner is terrible. It's cleared at the near post. Keep that ball, Costas. How you... Fuck. Come on, boys. 3.5 minutes of stoppage time to go. Come on. Come on, keep going. Tuck it in, that's a free. Free kick. Free kick to Liverpool. Right on the edge of shooting territory. We've had 94 minutes, 3 of the stoppage time minutes left. Lads, don't take too long over this, because if we don't get at and from it, we need to make sure we can go again. Come on. Ball in from Costas. Easily dealt with by the defence. And then we give Forest the ball and they thankfully run it out of play. Come on, boys. 2 minutes of stoppage time to go. What a wait. It was such a nothing free kick as well. Come on. Gravenberch. Trent. Back to Gravenberch. To Trent. Come on, boys. Maka. Costas. Gakpo, Trent, Szoboszlai, once again dispossessed, giving the ball away. How many times today has Dominic Szoboszlai given the ball away needlessly? Now, one last attack here, boys. Come on. Trent, low ball in. Oh, Salah can't get it out of his body. Come on. Oh, lads, come on. 2 balls on the pitch. Will you kick it off, for God's sake? Forest now on the attack. Virgil side foots it out of play. Why the fuck are you putting that out of play, Virgil? That's going to be the end of that. Oh, it's all over. 1-1. Finishes 1-1 at the City Ground. The fact we didn't show up for the first hour of the game is probably what cost us. All of a sudden then we found some initiative and some energy. Where was that for the first hour? Another frustrating end, but at least it wasn't a loss. Still going to give Arsenal some incentive tomorrow now. But it was always going to be a difficult evening. Forest are flying full of confidence at the minute. But just nearly. Just too much, too little, too late. But at least they showed fight and came back into it. But Arne Slot needs to learn some lessons from this about who he can depend upon and who he can't. Because we created a lot in the last half hour, and fair play for getting back into the game. But we left it way, way too late to suddenly start putting on a decent performance. It finishes 1-1. We're going to be back with our match reaction. You guys will have a chance to vote for your player ratings, of course, and your man of the match as well. Thank you once again to our incredible sponsors, Manscaped, without whom we wouldn't be able to do what we do. Do hit that subscribe button for us before you head off, folks, if you haven't, and drop a like on the stream. One more game out of the way, but it gives Arsenal a chance now to close the gap, but at least we didn't lose. That's about the most positive I can be at the minute, but I am proud of the fight back. I just wonder where it was for the first 60 minutes, why it took that long for us to get into the game and show what we're about. It's, yeah, it's frustrating, but look, we'll pick the bones out of it in the match reaction. Thank you to everyone that joined us again. Appreciate your support, and to our sponsors, Manscaped, as well. We'll see you for our match reaction.